Baik, kita kembali di main stage Sepang International Segar bersama rakan sejawat saya Tabah Syazwan. Nazruddin Rahman juga menemani anda sehingga penghujung rancangan. Selamat kembali, terima kasih kerana menepati janji anda.
Terima kasih Naz. Jadi apakah menu yang nak kita makan selepas ni?
Menu selepas ini bukan jalan-jalan cari makan. Ini jalan-jalan cari perlombaan begitu. Toyota Gazoo Racing musim yang kelima. Race day 2 kita bakal bersama dengan Sporting Class pada pukul 2 petang nanti. Tapi masih rancak di sini ya Tabah.
Betul. Apa yang berlaku dekat main stage ni adalah boleh saya kata ratusan peminat-peminat, pelumba-pelumba selebriti yang datang untuk mendapatkan autograf. Jadi kepada anda yang di rumah tu kan, bukanlah nak kata rugi, tetapi momen-momen yang macam ni macam kita terlepas tau.
Tak payah cerita, kita tunjukkan saja inilah dia.
Jadi kita dengarkan apakah suasana yang berlaku betul-betul di depan pentas utama ni. Apa khabar peminat-peminat? Tu dia, nampak, tu dia.
Kepada yang duduk kat rumah tu, alamak melepaslah kita, tapi jangan khawatir. Masih ada masa untuk bersama-sama kita kerana ada persembahan istimewa pada malam ini, Judika dari Indonesia.
Ya, jadi jangan lupa untuk datang dan banjiri litar antarabangsa Sepang ini. Bukan saja Judika tetapi kita juga ada Wani Hasita dan pelbagai lagi acara-acara menarik. Ada goodies bag yang nak diberikan kepada anda.
Betul.
Ada t-shirt yang Abang Nas pakai.
Betul.
Dan cap yang saya pakai.
Kita semua baik hati di sini, tapi jangan kita buang masa lagi. Race bakal bermula pada pukul 2 petang nanti. Jadi kita terus kepada race casters kita, Sporting Class Race 2. Bersedialah anda wahai penonton.
Silakan.
Alright, so selamat datang dan selamat kembali ke Toyota Gazoo Racing 2022. Anda bersama saya Matthews Isaac dan sebelah saya adalah Victor Ang, dan seperti biasa kita akan mengulas dalam bahasa Melayu dan juga bahasa Inggeris. I'll be on the BM side, he's going to be on the English side for today. But man, what a race just now. And nampaknya perlumbaan yang sangat-sangat unik. Pelbagai insiden yang berlaku.
Oh man.
Yeah, so jadi kita akan masuk ke dalam perlumbaan iaitu Sporting Class tak lama lagi. But then, Victor, talk us through a little bit of what happened and what's going to happen next.
Oh my goodness. I mean, we're coming into the Sporting Class race right now. I mean, with the weather kind of clearing up a little bit here, I don't see any kind of raindrops coming out of the window here. Nevertheless, though, the track is still a little bit wet. Though, having been through the Super Sporting round early on, I think it's going to be quite interesting to see how the Sporting Class will be able to handle these kind of conditions. You can see them up on these your screens right now. Your drivers are going to be coming out on the track here, but you know, with all of the kind of like chaos that's been happening out here, the last thing I guess like a lot of these drivers will hope it wouldn't happen here is another flash of rain there, because that flashes of rain had really been interrupting things especially when it comes to the racing itself, and it has really thrown some of these drivers for a loop. You can see drivers having very little grip on the front tires, on the rear tires. You get literally people oversteering out, coming out of turn 1, and then understeering going into turn number 2. I mean, man, what do you do in that kind of situation, right?
I mean, saya memang boleh mengatakan pelumba-pelumba kita ni are well experienced about that. But itulah Victor, tadi hujan yang sangat lebat dan basically I was watching from the other room actually. I was going through the live stream, but man, you can't even see the track. It was almost like fully blur, like 80% blur. But I think at some point the rain kind of stopped a little bit and stuff. So they had more visibilities for the racers. But man, that race was intense. We see lots of slidings, man.
We just hope we just hope that, you know, things will be a little bit more calmer coming into the rest of the races here today. Hopefully the sun will be able to come out to put a little bit of a bright smile to the rest of this event here. But yeah, I mean, again, it's just the kind of chaos that was really made things so hectic for the Super Sporting Class. So for these Sporting Class drivers, they also have experiences racing in the rain. Let's be fair to them, right? I mean, they also no doubt have been watching how things have been progressing here with the other the guys in the other class. So they kind of like have an idea in mind about how exactly you want to try to approach this. But I think it's going to be quite interesting to see, especially for some of these drivers who experienced kind of like contacts and collisions in the last race there. You could even see up until this morning, the pit garage still being kind of busy checking alignments of some of these cars. I mean, we did see like Jackson Tan, for example, having being hit by Zariel O. Zariel O, of course, his crash, super massive crash into the tire barriers, really put a damper in yesterday's race. But thankfully, both of them managed to come out unscathed from the incident. Thank goodness. But even drivers like Bradley Benedict, they're definitely going to be looking to see if they can try to get a really good result out of here, because given that there's a wet condition, sometimes some drivers, especially those that are super experienced under these kind of conditions, can find that they will usually be able to get maybe the extra second or two in lap time compared to some of the more less experienced drivers. So yeah, I mean, it's going to be so interesting to see, especially in changeable conditions. But, you know, that's what we're here for. We're here for the chaos. We're here for the excitement. And, you know, let's hopefully everything just goes according to plan. Or maybe not.
Of course. So, as usual, as what Victor said there, we are here for all the excitement that is going to be happening on the live track, of course. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is the Toyota Gazoo Racing 2022. We're having a look on the point system. Remember, on P1, you'll be bringing back 20 points, and it follows up just like the usual rules there, man. Yeah, the usual point system that you watch in F1 and stuff. But yeah, right now, I guess we are going to go for a little bit of the preparations, especially for the races and stuff. And there you go, a look on the track. Satu suasana yang sangat-sangat cantik sebenarnya for now. Tiada hujan, sebab tadi hujan agak lebat ya. Tetapi sekarang kita lihat cuaca pun sangat baik. It is very clear, crystal clear, 4K HD. You can say however you want. So nampaknya dengan sedikit persiapan yang terakhir, kita akan masuk ke dalam perlumbaan tak lama lagi. But then, Victor, looking at these 17 races today, who do you think that has the highest potential of being in the podium position? Because yesterday we saw tough fights between Bradley Benedict, Tom Go, and also Abdul Mikhail.
Yeah, the thing is that, of course, those three currently are leading in terms of points for this weekend particularly. I mean, Nakib Nur Aslan managed to get a net total of 22 points because he did get the extra bonus points from the pole position as well as best time from yesterday. So he's definitely, I think, someone to kind of watch out for, because we are going to be going for a reverse grid start here, ladies and gentlemen, when it comes to race number 2 here. So that means that he's going to have to start behind most of the other top 6 drivers here. So that means that he does stand to have a lot of lose if he doesn't get to grips with this track condition here. So, but then we did see drivers like in the super sporting class, we did see drivers who are exceptionally good in the wet being able to make up multiple places all throughout the grid. In fact, Duncan Chan went from all the way from 13th place on the grid up to 1st. Yeah. So you know, there's a lot of potential for a lot of these guys to climb up. So I think we're going to be highlighting some really experienced names here. I mean, Mirza Shami again, he's going to be in 5th place, so he's probably going to be starting on the front of the grid there. So he stands to actually gain a lot if he's going to be able to maintain that track position. Actually, also alongside him, Mohammad Shafiq bin Samsudin, he's also going to be one to kind of have the privilege really of starting literally at the front of the entire pack. So he really is going to be under the most intense kind of pressure here to try to keep the track position, because if he does successfully keep himself out of trouble, out of the way, there's a very good chance he's going to be able to keep at least a good top 5 position, or maybe even a podium here, and that's going to go a long way towards his championship points.
Yep, so I guess that's the information that we were looking for from the 17 races. There has been lots of potential to get up and go into P1 or potentially in the top 3 as well. But right now, this is the 17 races that you can see. It's a reverse grid. So Mohammad Shafiq, I think Mohammad Shafiq will be at the first, followed by Bradley Benedict, Mirza Shami, Abdul Mikhail, Kanat Ko, and it goes on all the way till the 17 races at the back. But man, what I'm really looking forward to is that I was having a chat with the Bradley Benedict. So he was telling me that, you know, this time he's going to keep on a tough fight. He came close yesterday, but unfortunately things were not on his side. So he says today is the day So I'm really looking forward to that.
I'm a little bit worried for him in particular, though, because yesterday, last night, after kind of like having a debrief of sorts,
Yeah.
you know, one of the things that kind of been pointed out for Bradley's kind of weaknesses, I have to say, is the final turn. He apparently experiencing such a huge loss of grip in the front there that he usually ends up understeering a lot going into the final turn of this circuit here. So given that, you know, the track condition is less than ideal here today, he's definitely going to have to manage that kind of characteristic a lot more better. He's going to have to try to improve on it a lot. And straight up, you know, if he, for him in particular, he's shown that he's really good in that racecraft. He's shown he has good potential when conditions are good. Now this is going to be him jumping out the hot pan and into the fire now, especially with the wet condition on the track here. Can he still maintain some good control over his car? I guess we'll find out.
Yep, so we will be finding out very, very soon. So I guess that's the second siren that has been shown on the screen, and also you can be heard on the live stream. So I guess the whoever that is on the track right now needs to go out and only let the racers to get themselves prepared. We see the safety cars out right now. I think he's going to go for a round to check things and conditions around the track. He was there just now, but he already went in the front there, Victor.
Yeah, I mean, we are not going to be going to go through like a normal kind of like standard kind of start procedures here. So given that the rain has already stopped here, it means that the track isn't as treacherous as it was
There you
before.
go. I was talking
safety
about
car
it.
is already going out on the scouting lap here. So if all things are good here, it looks like we might be able to go for that standing start. But yet again, there's been some issues as far as procedures go, or rather kind of clarification of rules, because the demarcation line seems to be an issue that
issue right
drivers
now, yeah.
tend to kind of bump into, because they tend to kind of cross that line, especially coming out of the pit lane. And quite frankly, it's a bit of a safety concern, especially for our race director M. Ravin.
Yeah.
So because you know, under kind of normal circumstances, you know, you see only a line on the track there. But as far as race control is concerned, that line is actually literally a brick wall. You're not supposed to cross that, because that really opens up the risk for you getting hit by another car who is going at top speed, especially on that main straight. So it's usually a very strict application of the rules here. Do not cross that demarcation line. And you know, plenty of drivers end up being called out to race control, not specifically for, you know, things or incidents that may happen on the track, but just simply because they failed to kind of like observe those kind of safety procedures when it comes to the race.
Absolutely. So those are the technical sides of the safety and also all the other concerns around the track. So there you go, a look on M. Ravin, the race director that has been here since season 1 of Toyota Gazoo Racing. He has been the man behind the safety procedures and also the man behind all the rules that he sets for the races now. So I guess we'll be going for the race very, very soon, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Toyota Gazoo Racing Sporting Class race number 2. Race 1 was fascinating. How about for race 2? We're about to witness history, man.
History is always being made, right, in every single second, every single minute. But in particular for this Toyota Gazoo Racing, you know, having done so many seasons of this, you know, storylines has just been generated all year long, even from past years as well. And it's just been a fantastic journey to kind of share with these drivers here alongside, because we really only get to see them, you know, 3 times in a single year. Plenty of things kind of happen to these drivers in between here, and things usually a lot of things change within those 3 to 4 months time.
Exactly. So I guess we're underway for the race. So here we go.
Yep. Formation lap right now. So all these drivers are just going out to just get a little warm-up lap, get a final chance to recce the track here, trying to see how the conditions are like. It's looking relatively dry, though. I think the heat, as well as the sun having come up, has kind of dried things up, especially with the heavy running we had earlier on with the Super Sporting and Rookie class. So conditions are definitely not as treacherous as it were during the start of the day here today. Definitely, that means that you still will see drivers kind of exploring the outside line, trying to see if there are places, hazards to kind of watch out for. But I think for the most part, most of that standing water has already been dealt with. So for the most part, they can really put a little bit more focus onto how they actually want to tackle this first lap start.
Yeah, so we have a look on Shafiq Samsudin will be on P1, P2 Mirza Shami, P3 Bradley Benedict, P4 is going to be Abdul Mikhail. P5, Tom Go. Nakib Nur Azlan on P6. And for P7, it's going to be Kanatku. P8, Datuk Kenfu. P9, Tarmimi Tahang. P10 is going to be Lau Seng Kiat. P11 is going to be Shanmugam Armugam. Yes, and on P12 is going to be Lim Chung Bang. So for the P13 is going to be Mohammad Ronnie Risman. P14, Wong Chineng. P15, Datuk Denny. P16 is going to be Haziq Zairil O. And last but not least, P17 is going to be Jackson Tan. I mean, talking about Jackson Tan, it was a difficult moment yesterday, but hopefully today is all fixed. He'll be having his eyes set on the checkered flags. So let's witness and see what he's up to there, Victor.
Yeah, of course. Jackson, especially, is kind of unfortunate during the incident with Haziq Zairil O. But of course, the damage on his car is kind of minimal, especially compared to Haziq's car. He's basically not going to be able to join us on this race here today, unfortunately, because his front end completely bent to the side. You know, thankfully though, and really surprised by this, his engine still works. And speaking of engines, we're going to get it all roaring right now for the start of race number 2. This is going to be a standing start. As M. Ravin watches along the drivers, the green flags have been waved. The lights will be coming on very, very shortly here to signal the drivers to get ready on the pedal, and it's down to the metal. Great start so far. It looks like the number 88 is still able to keep himself alongside the number 97, and they are able to tuck in behind. The slipstream is going to be provided here by Mohammad Shami onto Mirza Shami, but Mirza, he's going to be looking for the opportunity. He's going to be looking for that gap. Bradley Benedict also well hunting from behind, but he's got to watch out. Abdul Mikhail is going to be able to take it around the outside and actually is able to overtake him to take away P3. But the Axel Motorsports car of right up there, number 33, I think he's going to try to run around the outside here, trying to get himself locked into the inside. The Axel Motorsports car, number 17, Muhammad Nakib, is able to challenge now for the lead here because he's managed to slip all the way through from the back of the pack now, all the way to the front.
Wow.
And now, look at that there. Abdul Mikhail under pressure here from our race winner from race 1.
Ya, dan kalau kita lihat Abdul Mikhail kini berada di hadapan, tetapi hampir-hampir terlihat dipintas oleh jentera nombor 17 iaitu Nakib Nur Azlan. Tetapi Abdul Mikhail, Nakib, oh cantik, pintasan yang sangat baik daripada Nakib sekarang ni. And right now he's going to go all the way to the front, tetapi Abdul Mikhail masih lagi di bawah tekanan oleh jentera-jentera yang lain, tetapi Abdul Mikhail melakukan yang terbaik untuk defend line beliau sekarang ni.
Yeah, Abdul Mikhail right now is under pressure here from Mohammad Shafiq, who's attempting to try to find a way through. He's actually closed the gap between the two of them and trying to fight for the P2 position. But coming to the final corner here, Shafiq isn't able to carry the speed though, so it seems like he has to fall back a little bit. Things are actually kind of packing up a little bit, like sardines and come out here.
No.
Abdul Mikhail has ended up out onto the grass though. This could be an opportunity here for Bradley Benedict to snatch away P2, and he does. A lot of cars following behind him as well. We do see Mohammad Shafiq just tucking in behind, taking the slipstream as well. Muhammad Nakib, of course, takes the lead. Bradley Benedict in second. Muhammad Shafiq in third. Kenneth Cole has made his way up into fourth place as well. So we're going to be seeing sparks fly as soon as we break into turn 1.
Yeah, Nakib Azlan has a very good sector 2 so far. And let's see if he's able to hit that up on sector 1. It's being hauled by Mohammad Ronnie right now. But then here we go. A look on the man that is right now right behind Nakib Azlan, and that is going to be Bradley Benedict. And on the other side, Abdul Mikhail tries to go into the curves there. He's under pressure, and he's only been right behind the livery in the car number 77. That is Kenneth Go right now. Man, look at this, around the outside. And he's trying and trying, but then the next corner is going to be a very crucial one there, Victor.
The thing is, Abdul Mikhail is just really trying his best to do damage limitation here. I don't see where the 17 car is. I think Nakib Azlan is literally pulling ahead of everyone else because Bradley Benedict is only leading this pack of cars here, and things are getting really, really bunched up here from P2 onwards down. So there's still plenty of opportunities here for Shafiq, for Kenneth Cole, for Abdul Mikhail to try to make up some places, but Abdul Mikhail, he's still finding himself stuck behind Shafiq Safuddin, and unfortunately, he's not able to find a way around the outside. He's probably going to try another way around the outside here. He's carrying a lot of speed through here. He's really trying to make that final pass turn. Look at that, cutting him off just before the 7th turn, and Muhammad Shafiq is down, unfortunately.
Ya, satu movement yang sangat baik daripada Abdul Mikhail sekarang ni, dan cuba untuk memberikan tekanan kepada jentera nombor 86 yang kini berada di hadapan, itu Bradley Benedict. So ini dia kelihatan sedikit daripada Abdul Mikhail yang sekarang ni akan memberikan tekanan kepada jentera nombor 88 which is Syafiq. So let's see if he's able to do something. Berada di dalam garisan luar sekarang ni Abdul Mikhail, tetapi nampaknya jarak tu agak jauh di sini. Abdul Mikhail dekat. Adakah ini masanya? Tidak nampaknya, Victor. That was a good line daripada jentera nombor 55 iaitu Bradley Benedict, who's trying his very best. Bagaimana sekarang ni Abdul Mikhail kini berada di dalam P ketiga, cuba untuk memberikan tekanan sekali lagi kepada Bradley Benedict yang kini berada di dalam P kedua, tetapi Bradley Benedict sudah pun mempunyai satu jarak yang cukup baik. But the next corner, Slayko yang seterusnya akan memberikan tekanan, Victor.
A lot of pressure there as well for Kenneth Cole, actually. He just got passed by Ahmad Tamimi of the M7 Japan Project team, so the number 77 car is unfortunately going to have to tuck behind the number 70 car here in order to try to make through this turn. But in the meantime, though, Mona Nakib, having set the fastest time, I mean, he's completely untethered here from all of the action that's happening on track here. In fact, he's pulled so far ahead right now. It's a 3.9-second gap between him and Bradley Benedict. So, he's just basically in a race of his own. Bradley's the only one really under pressure here to try to keep Abdul Mikhail behind him here. And he's just going to be having to watch that rearview mirror the whole time during the race, just kind of see where exactly Abdul's going to try to fight. Is he going to try to do it here at turn 7 where most of the drivers are kind of weak? We did see a few people trying to get themselves on the outside there, and on the outside, I think that's Muhammad Tarmimi able to get past Muhammad Shafiq here in order to take away P3 as they come across the line. It's confirmed. It looks like Ahmad Tarmimi is going to be able to take P4 here away from Muhammad Shafiq, who continues to drop down here. He still is able to keep himself there, but now from starting at the front of the grid, he's gone down to P5.
Ya, so ini dia kita bersama dengan Tarmimi Tahang yang kini berada di dalam P keempat. Satu gerakan yang sangat baik so far. Cuba untuk memberikan saingan kepada top 3 yang berada di hadapan Nakib Azlan, Bradley Benedict dan juga Abdul Mikhail. So Tarmimi Tahang daripada M7 Project team sekarang ni cuba untuk close the gap yang berada di hadapan sekarang ni. But Abdul Mikhail masih lagi mengejar Bradley Benedict, tetapi sekarang kita lihat gerakannya sangat baik daripada jentera 77 iaitu Kenneth Cole untuk memintas I think Syafiq just now, right?
I think it was Lau Seng Kiat actually in the Saksama Motorsports car. He's getting up alongside Kenneth Cole now. Kenneth actually a little bit slow coming out of turn 3, and unfortunately the Saksama car will cut in front of him and take away his position of P6. So Lau Seng Kiat, he did get in an unfortunate incident yesterday. Now he's just trying to make up places, and it seems like his car is still back up to speed. It's still going to be able to try to chase the rest of the pack.
Yap, so kepada anda, ini adalah pusingan yang ke-17 sekarang ni. Kita mempunyai 17 pusingan lagi, tetapi ini dia jentera 77 Kenneth Cole cuba memberikan saingan kepada Lau Seng Kiat, tetapi Lau Seng Kiat sekarang ni keluar daripada Slayko yang terakhir yang akan menuju kepada main straight ke dalam Slayko yang pertama. So bagaimana pula dengan gerakan ini daripada Lau Seng Kiat berada di hadapan, target lock missile sekarang ni berada di dalam garisan yang ke dalam. Tetapi kini kita lihat Bradley Benedict nampaknya dipintas oleh Abdul Mikhail yang naik ke P kedua sekarang ni, Victor. So Bradley Benedict has another job to do. Nakib Azlan, we don't have to talk about it. Dan ini dia satu gerakan yang baik daripada garisan luar jentera 77 Kenneth Cole berada di hadapan, tetapi Kenneth Cole sekarang ni dapat memintas juga memberikan saingan untuk Tom Go, dan Tom Go sekarang ni dengan penuh soalan, how did this happening right behind me?
Oh my goodness, Lau Seng Kiat lost his grip coming out of turn 2, and then unfortunately has allowed Kenneth Cole now to just pull ahead, pull out of there, especially after having kind of chopped him literally at the final corner there, coming into the main straight. They were still able to keep themselves side by side, so Kenneth Cole not giving up his position. He still knows that he's in this race. He still wants to chase after Muhammad Shafiq right now. You know that sparks will still be flying all throughout this race here as long as these two guys keep on colliding.
Definitely, Victor. So 16 pusingan yang berbaki di dalam spawning class race yang kedua. Tom Go sekarang ni nampaknya ada movement daripada Kenneth Cole. Kenneth Cole bagaimana? Kiri dan ke kanan. Cuba mengumpan sekarang ni untuk Kenneth Cole. Dan Kenneth Cole memintas Tom Go. Dan sangat-sangat baik di situ oleh Kenneth Cole yang akan naik ke P5. I think so, ya.
Yeah, he's
P5, let's go.
P5, let's go, man. Let's go, Kenneth Cole. Getting past Shafiq there. Brilliant move at the end there. And it's so difficult sometimes to be able to make that move in the final corner because you really have to set it up 2 corners ahead. And Kenneth Cole, he knew his target. He had the homing missile locked in. He knew exactly where to put his nose in. And you could see, I just love the fact that he just tapped the bumper a little bit. A little touch there. Getting a little bit of the paint off of Shafiq's rear bumper there. Just let him know that, hey, I'm already past you. I already found exactly the line I needed there, and I'm now up into P5.
Ya, so ini dia Kenneth Cole, jentera nombor 77 yang kini berada di dalam P ke-5 daripada Panglima City Racing Team. Syarat kepada pasukan mereka dan kita lihat adakah mangsa seterusnya will be the man on the front. So sekarang kita lihat di dalam P pertama masih lagi Nakib Azlan yang boleh mengatakan leading this race in a very far distance. Abdul Mikhail di dalam P kedua, P ketiga untuk Bradley Benedict, Tarmini Tahang di P keempat, diikuti oleh Kenneth Cole di dalam P ke-5. So jadi bagaimana dengan 15 lap saja yang berbaki, kita akan tunggu dan lihat who is going to be the winner.
Yeah, well, I mean, winner might be kind of locked in quite well there. Nakib Azlan has remember the gap was 3.9 seconds?
Yeah.
7.7 seconds. Lucky number 7 here for Nakib Azlan. Or maybe just skill, just pure skills from this kid here to take the lead. Kenneth Cole, though, he's not quite true because car number 77 finds car number 70. Tarmini Tahang now under pressure. He passed Kenneth Cole earlier, but the confidence from Kenneth's side is starting to build here as he has locked himself into the slipstream of the M7 Japan Project team car and he's trying to make a pass.
Ya, so sekarang battle untuk P3 sekarang ni. Kita lihat Bradley Benedict berada di hadapan. Tarmini Tahang akan memberikan tekanan di dalam seleko yang pertama. Bagaimana dengan gerakan-gerakan daripada Tom Go yang kita lihat. Lau Seng Kiat juga memberikan saingan daripada belakang. Tetapi kita lihat Tom Go walaupun sedikit jauh, nampaknya exhaust dia jatuh ke bawah, Victor. Kalau kita lihat exhaust tu tengah seret ke bawah ni.
Look at that. Look at it. It's dragging on the road right now. So hopefully it wouldn't get knocked loose there, but it's certainly becoming a concern here for Shafiq because now he has to defend against Lau Seng Kiat. So Lau is just trying to find a way past try to get his slipstream coming out of turn 3 right now. But the thing is, the main concern though with the exhaust is that it's going to keep dragging throughout this race. We still have 14 laps to go. Certainly there might be, especially if he hits over bumps, if he gets onto the grass there, he could even potentially knock the muffler off of there. So it might be a bit concerning. They're definitely going to be monitoring that. But Shafiq, it looks like his attempts to try to catch Kenneth Cole might just be over.
Yeah.
Oh, Kenneth, look at that. Tarmini Tahang taking the outside of Bradley Benedict. Look at the amount of speed he carries through there in turn 6, cutting him off before the end of the turn. Amazing move there.
Amazing move. Tetapi kita lihat di dalam jentera nombor 77 untuk memberikan saingan kepada Bradley Benedict. Adakah ini masanya untuk Kenneth Cole mendapatkan posisi yang sangat baik di hadapan? Kita terus saja ke dalam seleko yang pertama dengan 13 lap saja yang berbaki, 13 pusingan saja yang berbaki. Kita lihat Tarmini Tahang berada di dalam P ketiga, diikuti oleh Bradley Benedict di dalam garisan keluar. Di garisan ke dalam adalah Tarmini Tahang, tetapi jarak itu nampaknya menunjukkan masih lagi agak jauh sebenarnya. Bradley Benedict sekarang ini cuba untuk mengumpan dan kita lihat on the other side Kenneth Cole juga selit untuk masuk ke dalam ruang-ruang yang cukup baik untuk memberikan tekanan untuk Bradley Benedict. But Bradley Benedict still keeping his heads up, trying to chase down Tarmini Tahang.
That's why we're seeing a kind of a pattern here where some of these drivers that lean into tires a lot harder are finding it quite difficult to keep up the pace towards the end here because they've already expended a lot of performance early on, and then now we're starting to see some of the other guys, especially Kenneth, Tarmini, who have managed the tires a little bit better, a little bit less problems as far as the grip is concerned. They're starting to try to make these moves. Kenneth Cole now is starting to creep up to the bumper. Bradley Benedict, and I bet, even though he was going around the outside there, his eyes were firmly trained onto that number 77 car because he knows there's a potential for Kenneth to try to capitalize on this. Because look at how far Tarmini is going. Tarmini is already pulling away now, so Bradley doesn't really have the opportunity to catch back unless it's a mistake there. He just needs to ensure that he doesn't let any more damage happen to his racing. He cannot allow other cars to be able to get past him. So Kenneth Cole is still able to keep himself locked in behind Bradley Benedict, but so far things are calming down here because Bradley is now being able to bring out the chase now to Tarmini Tahang.
Ya, kita akan teruskan dengan seleko yang pertama, the long main straight. Datang saja dengan seleko yang pertama. So Tarmita Hang masih lagi berada di dalam peak ketiga, the top 3 especially Bradley Benedict cuba mengejar, dan ini dia jentera 71 Lau Seng Kiat kemungkinan akan melakukan movement terhadap Tom Goh, dan bagaimana juga Syafiq terbaik daripada jentera nombor 71 iaitu Lau Seng Kiat memintas juga jentera nombor 88 Syafiq Samsudin.
You know what I was just thinking about as I was watching car number 88 here, Syafiq. Just thinking about the little contact that Kenneth Cole might have had on the back of him when he made his pass there. Might have that actually been what upset his exhaust, causing it to hang out there? Whatever the case, though, it seems like the hanging exhaust is continuing to become a deficit here for Syafiq as he attempts now to fight back against Lau Seng Kiat, trying to find a move, trying to have a look there. Oh, that looks so testy entering into turn 4 there, but fortunately he keeps his distance right now, and it's still going to be Lau Seng Kiat up in P6.
Ya, masih lagi terlihat di dalam P6 adalah Lau Seng Kiat diikuti oleh Syafiq di belakang. Syafiq walaupun nampaknya masih lagi mengejar, dan Tom Goh sekarang ni cuba mengejar juga dengan exhaust nampaknya hampir-hampir terkeluar daripada jentera beliau. Bukan, itu adalah Syafiq, minta maaf. But yes, Syafiq sekarang ni cuba mengejar, and let's see if he's able to do it in this next turn. Ya, ini dia, kita lihat sedikit apa yang jadi dengan pintasan sebentar tadi nampaknya, Victor.
Yeah, that's Mirza Shamin at car number 7 and Shan Muganathan in 69 getting knocked inside there, and just unfortunately the pendulum effect there from trying to counter steer coming out of that left hand slide just immediately ends up unsettling his car, causing it to slide to the right instead, and unfortunately he faced the wrong way on the track. Lau Seng Kiat though, look at his bumper, it's still hanging out and just affecting kind of like the upsetting the aerodynamics at the back there. So I think there might be a bit of a handicap here that Lau Seng Kiat needs to kind of manage from this point on, and it's kind of compounded by the fact that he's still getting chased very hard by Muhammad Syafiq in 88.
Baik, di dalam 11 pusingan saja yang berbaki di dalam Sporting Class Race 2 Toyota Gazoo Racing Season 5 round kedua, dan kita lihat sedikit fokus ke tempat lain nampaknya, tapi tidak mengapa. Kita akan teruskan dengan Bradley Benedict diikuti oleh Kenneth Cole yang cuba memberikan saingan. Ini dia Lau Seng Kiat daripada jentera nombor 71. So ada kontak di dalam turn kedua antara jentera nombor 69 dan juga 97 Mirza Syami dan juga Shan Muganathan.
Yeah, I mean, again, looking at the replays there, you know, it does seem like Shan was just so way ahead. Literally, it was just the bumper, the front bumper and the nose of Mirza Shami's car that touched and upset the car. So certainly it might be something that the stewards will be very much jumping on there, because it kind of looks bad on Mirza Shami's part there, not going to lie, especially given that Shan is just literally relegated to the back of the grid as a result of that. The back of the pack now as a result of that move. So yeah, there could be penalties inbound, but you just have to wait and see how things turn out after the investigation has finished.
Ya, dengan 10 lap saja yang berbaki, kita akan teruskan dengan jentera nombor 71 iaitu Lau Seng Kiat masih lagi mengejar Kenneth Cole yang berada di hadapan. Adakah ini masanya untuk memberikan tekanan yang diperlukan oleh Lau Seng Kiat sekarang ni, walaupun bumper tu hampir-hampir nak keluar, tetapi tidak apa, beliau masih lagi mencabar Kenneth Cole sekarang ni. Teruskan dengan seleko yang akan datang, Abdul Mikhail masih lagi berada di hadapan, diikuti oleh Tarmini Tahang di dalam P ketiga. P keempat masih lagi kita lihat Bradley Benedict belum lagi masuk ke dalam top 3, walaupun target beliau hari ini adalah masuk ke dalam top 3. Tetapi at this moment nampaknya it's very challenging sebenarnya, Victor.
Oh, it's especially challenging when you're having like parts just hanging off your car there. But you know, a damaged bumper literally isn't the end of the world here. As long as your car is still drivable, as long as you can still keep it under control, you just well in your rights to just keep on running there. So Lau Seng Kiat though, I mean, the fact that he's able to nurse that the whole way through now, and given that he still has to nurse it for the next half of this race here, I mean, I kind of feel for him because he still wants to try to chase Kenneth Cole for his position here, and he's already finding a slipstream. But if you do remember from yesterday's race, you know, Alistair Young also had a similar kind of issue where his bumper was hanging out. He's finding that even the slipstream draft is still just enough. Speaking of slipstreams now, number 33, Tom Goh is trying to get the draft now onto Muhammad Syafiq, so the luck just doesn't seem to come true for the number 88 car because he's continuing to drop down the pack. Look at that move there by Tom Goh going way around the outside there. He knows that he might have an opportunity, but Syafiq just hugging the inside as tightly as he hugs a teddy bear there because he just doesn't want to let this place go.
Ya, nampaknya satu persaingan yang sangat baik daripada Tom Goh sekarang ni. Tapi bagaimana beliau akan cuba menekan Syafiq Samsudin yang berada di dalam hadapan sebenarnya. So itu dia sedikit informasi yang kita boleh lihat daripada Syafiq Samsudin. P7 sekarang ni mempunyai lap timing 13.1 yang cukup baik so far. But right now kita lihat bagaimana Tom Goh cuba untuk memintas beliau sekarang. Tadi kita lihat movement kiri dan ke kanan, tetapi jarak itu masih lagi sedikit jauh. Dan ini dia Tom Goh daripada SND Motorsports, Tama Motorsports. So masih lagi berada di dalam P ke-8 dengan 9 pusingan sahaja yang berbaki sekarang ni, Victor.
I can only imagine how loud it must be for the exhaust there, just hanging, grinding on the road there. I mean, Tom Goh certainly is finding the opportunity now, wrestles his way to the inside. Unfortunately, Syafiq had to give the space there as he falls down to P8. Tom Goh now making a place up to P7.
Yap, sangat-sangat baik daripada Tom Goh sekarang ni. Kini berada di dalam P ke-7 dan kita lihat terus saja dengan lap ataupun kita boleh lihat seleko yang pertama yang akan datang di dalam sporting class race yang kedua. Masih lagi kita lihat Nakib Azlan berada di hadapan, tetapi adakah kita akan lihat movement daripada jentera nombor 88 sekarang ni? 71, nampaknya ada sedikit mechanical flag. Race director mengatakan mechanical flag untuk jentera nombor 88. And that is going to be Muhammad Syafiq bin Samsudin.
Yep, the exhaust is too much of a concern now for race control. They decided you gotta
pull back. It can come off anytime, Victor. You never know.
Exactly, and that's the problem here. And definitely the marshals have just been hearing it grind so much now. And even though we still have 8 laps to go, you never know when it's going to fall off. So the meatball flag is going to be shown up. That's the mechanical flag, which, by the way, fun trivia, it has a lot of different names across many different regions, you know. So like us English speakers, some call it the meatball flag because it's literally a black flag with an orange circle in the middle. But you know what they call it in China? They call it the mooncake flag. Because it looks like a mooncake.
I think different country, different variations.
Yeah, indeed. So, been unfortunate though, it's going to have to be used here because Muhammad Syafiq is now going to be forced to come into the pits now with that flag being flown for him. And it's kind of sad to say that they're going to have to either see if they can try to fix that on the spot and get him back on the track because again, DNF here could be kind of devastating, not necessarily to his race chances only, but also for those who are kind of like supporting him in the fantasy league here. Because remember, if you get the spotlight, there you go, the meatball flag or mooncake flag, whichever you're from, you know exactly what flag it is. Unfortunately, Syafiq is going to be able to see that. He's realizing, oh no, now he's going to have to go into pits. They're going to have to fix it up, figure out how to get him back out on track there, so that he can at least finish the race. At least finish the race there, so you don't get those penalty points in the fantasy league.
Ya, jadi nampaknya kita akan teruskan. Kita lihat Tom Goh masih lagi memberikan saingan kepada Lau Seng Kiat yang berada di dalam P ke-6. Adakah ini masanya untuk Tom Goh memintas beliau? Kita lihat saja yang berada di dalam garisan keluar, iaitu Tom Goh mengikut saja secara rapat. Dan bagaimana pula dengan gerakan seterusnya daripada Tom Goh, kiri ataupun kanan? Kita akan terus ke dalam seleko yang akan datang sekarang ni. Kita lihat Bradley Benedict masih lagi berada di dalam P ke-4. Dan nampaknya Tom Goh kehilangan sedikit momentum di situ. Dan ini dia Syafiq Samsudin yang akan masuk ke dalam pit tak lama lagi, Victor.
Yeah, he's going to have to come in though, so sad for him because P8 would have been a fantastic place to have finished, but you know, with the amount of lap time he's been losing, plus the concerns mechanically with his car, there's no choice. He had to be called in here. So sad day though, unfortunately for Syafiq. It looks like he may end up finishing out the points anyway, but finish. At least you finish.
At least he's finishing,
yeah, exactly.
So jadi ini dia Syafiq Samsudin, jentera nombor 88. Kalau ada penyokong ataupun tim, I am very sorry apa yang berlaku sekarang ni. But it is what it is. You gotta follow the rules for safety concerns dan sebagainya. So dengan 6 pusingan sahaja yang berbaki di dalam race yang kedua sporting class. So ini dia. Kita lihat di hadapan jentera nombor 88. Dan bagaimana pula dengan jentera nombor 33 sekarang ni? Tom Goh yang masih lagi mengejar Kenneth Koh yang berada di hadapan. So Kenneth Koh sekarang ni under pressure sebab kita lihat tadi adalah target daripada Tom Goh adalah Lau Seng Kiat dan sekarang Kenneth Koh adalah target yang seterusnya. So Kenneth Koh bagaimana? Kita akan tunggu dan lihat daripada Panglima City nampaknya, which is the team. And itu dia, Victor, nampaknya we have a long way to go, but it's going to come to an end very soon.
I mean, Tom Goh is already coming to the rising up to the occasion. Now he's already eaten up Lau Seng Kiat earlier on, and now he's looking for his next meal here, which is going to be Kenneth Koh. And a bit unfortunate for him because for Kenneth, though, he is fighting here to try to keep his position in points. Tom Go, though, he's fighting for the championship here, so it's within his imperative to actually get past Kenneth as quickly as he can, so he can actually challenge Bradley Benedict, who is leading in front of him as far as the championship standings are after round number 1. So if anything else, it's literally Tom Go who has more pressure actually to make this move onto Kenneth Ko than Kenneth actually defending his position.
Ya, so bagaimana dengan defensif beliau, kita kena tunggu dan lihat. Ni dia Kenneth Ko yang berada di dalam P5 diikuti oleh Tom Go di belakang. Dan Tom Go nampaknya kiri dan ke kanan. Bagaimana gerakan ini nampaknya untuk Tom Go nampaknya berada di dalam garisan luar sekarang ni. Cuba untuk masuk ke dalam, tetapi Tom Go pintasannya sangat baik. Ada sedikit tolakan, tetapi can he maintain this untuk berada di dalam P5 sekarang ni? Dan nampaknya Kenneth Ko masih lagi menafikan gerakan-gerakan daripada Tom Go. Dan Tom Go cuba untuk mencari ruang. Adakah ruang ni akan sampai di dalam seleko sekarang ni? Bagaimana? Tetapi di belakang Jentera 71 Lau Seng Kat menunggu saja untuk dua-dua ni melakukan kesilapan. But so far it's going under control daripada Kenneth Ko, Victor.
I have to say, there was a very marginal move there to defend by Kenneth Ko, because they did touch, but they only touched after Tom Go has actually successfully edged his nose ahead. He edges his nose again, true turn 4 once more, but this time Kenneth Ko is not able to get the good run up here because this is a long sweeping right-hand corner, true turn 5. Can he find the inside line? He's still on the inside, but Tom, he has more speed. He has less pressure now that he's ahead of Kenneth Ko, and now he can go ahead and sprint to the last corner.
Yap, daripada semalam kita lihat aksi daripada Tom Go sangat-sangat cemerlang. So adakah masanya beliau sekarang ni untuk memberikan saingan terhadap Bradley Benedict yang berada di hadapan? So Bradley Benedict jarak yang agak jauh, tetapi nampaknya untuk battle untuk P5 ni tak lagi tamat. Kita lihat ni dia Jentera nombor 33 Tom Go yang mempunyai livery yang sangat cantik sebenarnya. Sangat comel juga dengan gambar bunny ataupun kucing, either one lah, but it's still cute, never mind. So di belakang kita lihat Jentera 77 Kenneth Ko, Lau Seng Kat cuba untuk memberikan satu movement, tetapi nampaknya movement itu agak jauh. Tetapi the only person right now is on the track untuk mengejar Kenneth Ko, untuk mengejar Tom Go adalah Kenneth Ko.
Yeah, again, he's just really hopping off of the slipstream that's been provided here. First, he was basically hanging off the back of Tom Go. Now that they've already switched places, it's going to be Kenneth Ko now that's lending that slipstream to Lau Seng Kat's race. But for Tom Go, his trouble is going to be compounded a little bit by the fact there's no cars in front for him anymore to get the slipstream from. So he's literally going to be dragging these two guys along for the ride here as he continues to bring this chase to Bradley Benedict. And he can only hope that with 4 laps to go, that the tire situation, the grip situation for Bradley might be bad enough that there could be potential for him to catch up. But looking at lap times right now, it's quite hard to say.
Black flag.
Okay, a black flag has been called for car number 88, ignoring the mooncake flag, unfortunately. And that's the thing I was watching here. Literally, car number 88 going past there. He did see the mechanical flag was displayed to him very clearly, but it seemed like he might have ignored that order, or maybe he did not see it. He did not go into the pits after it had been shown. So the black flag, that means an instant disqualification. Oh, this is really bad here, man. I mean, it could have gone from like finishing the race now to a literal DNF right here and right now.
Yeah, so nampaknya it's going to be a very pressuring moment untuk Jentera nombor 88, iaitu Syafiq Samsudin. Nampaknya beliau kena masuk juga ke dalam pits disebabkan black flag yang dipamerkan oleh race director. Tetapi tidak apa, kita akan teruskan dengan 3 lagi pusingan di dalam race ini. So ini dia Jentera nombor 77 Kenneth Ko yang berada di dalam P6 sekarang ni, diikuti belakang oleh Lau Seng Kat. Nampaknya Tom Go mempunyai pace yang baik, tetapi Victor, adakah beliau mempunyai masa dan juga to find the gap bersama dengan Bradley Benedict?
I mean, he is about 4/10 faster than Bradley, which frankly, with 3 laps to go, may not be enough. He needs to be able to find some extra time. The thing that he does have going for him, though, is that his Sector 1 times are super fast, in spite of the fact that he's towing along Lau Seng Kat and Kenneth Ko. So it does seem like he does have that potential, but he really needs to be able to up the ante quite a lot more. Shift into 6th gear, I could say, even though the Toyota Vios literally only has 5 gears, though.
Oh, you wish for the 6th gear, eh?
Man, I mean...
Ya, tidak apa. So ini dia Muhammad Roni Risman, iaitu Jentera nombor 12 yang kini berada di dalam P12 sebenarnya, jentera nombor 36 sebenarnya. Jangan confuse pula dengan nombor warna merah dan juga nombor warna hitam dan putih. So itu dia jentera beliau, dan bagaimana pula gerakan daripada jentera nombor 97 Mirza Syami cuba memintas Ronnie Risman sekarang ni, dan kita lihat terus saja di dalam seleko yang pertama. Kita lihat Mirza Syami berada di dalam garisan ke dalam, di dalam Lim Chung Beng berada sebelahan di bahagian kiri. So nampaknya sudah pun dipintas, dan Mirza Syami hanya perlu maintain sahaja dan defense line beliau untuk tidak memberikan ruang kepada jentera yang mengikuti belakang beliau.
Yeah, I mean, the Focus Tetap car actually seemed to carry still a lot of speed, even though he was passed by Mirza. So I was thinking that he might actually find an opening there if Mirza did not handle the entry into turn 1 pretty well. But I have to say, Mirza still handled it pretty, actually kept it nice and tidy as far as line is concerned, and frankly was already well within his rights to assert his place on the line there. So there was literally nowhere for Lim Chung Beng to actually find a gap or find an opening there to actually get his car through.
Yep, so nampaknya ini dia battle untuk P9 antara Lim Chung Beng dan juga Mirza Syami Mazhan. So bagaimana kita akan tunggu dan lihat. Inilah pusingan yang terakhir, last lap of the day. Bagaimana race ini akan habis, kita akan tunggu dan lihat. Kepada anda, adakah anda sihat? Kalau anda sihat dan sebagainya, make sure to make some noise. If you're watching this live, if you're watching this on the live stream right now, make sure to give your best comments and support to the races. So last lap, Victor, we're about to go for another Halo Rover show.
After kind of like starting from 6 on the grid right now,
Yeah,
Nurhan Nakim has managed to make his way all the way to the front and pretty much stayed there all throughout the race. I mean, how many laps was that has been leading actually? I mean, there must be so many points for him in the Fantasy League thanks to this kind of performance. But then again, you know, this is kind of like the thing about these young bloods, right? They really want to show the talent, they want to show the potential they have, and my goodness, Nakib so full of that power and potential here, especially since coming off that win in race number 1. He comes in yet again parading his own car here practically on this final lap, because he realizes that this has been a stellar and massive class of a performance here for the Axel Motorsports car team driver. Is coming through the final corner now. Nakib Aslan is going to be taking, he took away race number 1, he's going to be taking race number 2 as well as he comes across the line, takes a checker flag, weaving a little bit there to celebrate, but he knows he's done a bang up good job here. Nakib Aslan wins race number 2 with a sporting class. Abdul Mikhail falls closely behind. Even with all the chaos and the troubles he was experiencing at the front, he managed to slowly but surely make his way back up to P2. Darmi Bitahang, amazing race by this guy, able to get around a lot of people from the back there in order to get it up into the podium in P3. Bradley Benedict is such a sad case for him. He could have been on the podium today, but thankfully he still finishes in P4 and quite crucially ahead of his championship rival Tom Goh.
Yeah, fantastic racing today daripada semua para pelumba kita. Nampaknya race pun sudah tamat, dan tahniah sekali lagi diucapkan kepada Nakib Aslan. Satu race yang sangat-sangat baik. I hope Taba and also Nas is watching this, because I'm pretty sure you have a lot to interview later on. But what a racing from this youngster. I think he's one of the youngest to ever be in the sporting class for now, and he has done a fantastic job there, Victor. I'm really proud of him.
Oh, we're all so proud for him, you know. I mean, again, just showing performances like this, back to back like that, cannot be easy, I have to tell you. I mean, showing shades of like some of the legends we have in motorsports here just based off this performance alone. Now, granted, it's not quite the climb like we saw Tunku Jam from 13th to first, but you have to consider that he was literally up against some of the most competitive top 5 we've ever seen so far in this VOS challenge, and the fact that he was able to keep himself out of trouble, which is the most important thing, you know, when it comes to races like this. You know, when there's chaos happening in the front, you have to capitalize on every single move, and capitalize Muhammad Nakib did, and look at where it's gotten him.
Yeah, what a race, man. And this kid has been proving everyone wrong from day 1, and right now he has made himself in the name on the winners list again in race number 2. Shout out to Axel Motorsports. The team has done a fantastic job in terms of nurturing this young kid over here who has been absolutely a monster from race 1 and race 2. No pressure at all for him, Victor. He just did his thing. You
did
know,
his thing.
I'm going to start
Exactly.
this race, I'm going to finish this race. That's the mentality. And there you go. The result speaks for itself.
Exactly. Though, kind of unfortunate though that he's not going to be able to get a bonus point here for best time because that's actually taken by you know who? Abdul Mikhail, who's been following behind him the whole time. And actually, Mikhail had set the fastest Sector 2 out of everyone else here, so the 23 Motors car driver can also feel quite proud of his achievement. But nevertheless, for Mohan Naqib here, having such an amazing support system in the form of Axel Motorsports definitely has shown what he's capable of here.
Yeah, perfect result. Perfect day, it seems. I guess the not much of a rain actually. Walaupun nampaknya sedikit hujan, but I think so. Macam it's just drizzling around. So there you go, a look on the final result. P1 and the winner of the day is going to be Naqib Nur Azlan. The number 17 has been a monster from race 1 and race 2. P2, Abdul Mikhail. P3 for Tarmimi Tahang. P4, Bradley Benedict Anthony. P5, Ace for Tom Go. P6, Kenneth Ko. P7 is Lau Seng Kiat. P8, Dato Ken Fu. P9, Mirza Shami Mazan. P10 is Lim Chung Bang.
Yeah, and then going on to P11 onwards, unfortunately didn't get points, but at least to get some bragging rights back in the garage there. So Mohammad Rodney Richman in 11th place, Won Ching Eek in 12th place, Jackson Tan managed to make up in 13th, A. Shan Muganathan unfortunately got last, but he still managed to make the finish here. Dato Danny Yip as well finished in 15th place. Shafiq Samsudin unfortunately been disqualified here 3 laps to the end there. It's such a sad case there for the number 88 car driver of team. For his own team.
Yep. So I guess it has been a fantastic day of racing, especially in the sporting class. But there you go, a look on the highlights of what happened. And man, Naqib Nur Azlan takes it at the first, perfect start for him. But then we see there, Victor, it's actually Tom Go. But man, how did he went on all the way to the front? You gotta talk us through from all the way from lap 1 to the last lap there, Victor.
Actually, most of the work was done, quite frankly, within the first couple of laps. I mean, you did see him go around the outside of turn 1, and he knew that as long as the traffic was clear for him in particular, he could afford to carry a lot more speed compared to some of the other guys who were stuck inside the traffic, who kind of have to react to the other cars in front of him. And conversely, it will be a little bit slower getting into turn 1, which just gave Naqib Nur Azlan all of the advantage in the world when he took the outside line. Then we did see a little bit of action here. Kenneth Ko having to defend against multiple characters here, multiple challengers to his position here. Lau Sengkiat was one of them, Tamir Tahang was another, Abdul Mikhail also managed to get past him, but it was this moment here, I think, this touch on the bumper that, yes, it did. It did actually touch the exhaust there. So he's the one who knocked the exhaust off of Shafiq's car now, and oh boy, that's going to be drama, I think.
He's going to protest this, man.
Maybe, maybe not, but then again, it's still within his fault there for not actually taking the meatball flag there. So, I mean, it's whose blame is it, really, when you put it that way?
Definitely, man. But then looking at how things have been going, Tarmini Tahang has done so well to defend Bradley Benedict. I know Bradley Benedict was one of the favorites to be in the top 3 today, but unfortunately, there you go, another event that happened there we saw Shanmugam had to spin out. But yeah, talking about Tarmini Tahang and also Bradley Benedict, that race between both of them has been intense, but I guess Tarmini Tahang did so well to put off Bradley Benedict of the position that he wanted.
Yeah, and again, for Bradley at least, there's certain amount of damage limitation he can do here because he did finish ahead of Tom Go, which is very crucial when you think about the long term, right? Because going into round 3, he still wants to be able to keep a significant lead at least ahead of Tom Go, or maybe even potentially keep that lead in the race here. So this was Shafiq here. Again, the meatball flag was shown to him. He did not go into the pits. That's why he got black flag here. And man, I just feel so sad for him because like literally it's your own fault if you don't follow the instructions.
Yeah. Well, that is why we go for drivers briefings. All right, so this is the highlights that you're watching right now from the sporting class race number 2, Toyota Gazoo Racing. We're down here in Sepang International Circuit as we're underway for the races, especially for super sporting class, rookie class, and we're going to go for the promotional very, very soon. And there you go, checkered flags, here I come, it says Naqib Azlan, and comes the other races as well, Tarmini Tahang, and also a few other races that finished in the top 3, the podium position. But man, what a race for this kid today. I'm impressed. I'm so impressed with the way he took it from race 1 and race 2. Of course, the pressure is going to be there because during the interviews, there were lots of speculations going on around him. And me and you were even questioning, can this kid, go up against all the racers who have big amount of experiences, But he did so well. I think you got to give credit to the coaches, whoever that has been doing the job behind him, who's giving him the motivation and stuff. Man, hats off.
I mean, again, Axel Motorsports being the organization headed by Alex Yong has certainly provided such a great support system for their drivers here. I mean, the fact that we're fielding 3 cars in the super sporting class, what a talk around the paddock has been, right? It's been how much of a target the Axel Motorsports branding really puts onto these drivers here. The amount of pressure that these guys experience because everyone in the garage is literally gunning for them. They're the most high-profile team coming into this VLS Challenge here, not just because of the number of cars, but just because of the reputation that comes along with that brand. So really, the fact that Nutkey is still able to, despite all these kind of pressures, despite all these kind of expectations, still delivers day after day here in round number 2. I mean, what else can we say about that, really?
Oh man, what else we can say about that? Well, that's how racing is done. Well, ladies and gentlemen, you're alongside with me, Matthews Isaac, and Victor Ang as your official commentators of the day, especially for the sporting class today. But man, that race was super intense. It was quite of a clean race, actually. Not much of a damage that we saw. Not too many spins. There was one spin where Shatmugatham was just spinning around, but nothing major like the sporting class that we saw, super sporting class. But I'm really impressed with how things have been going right now, Victor. But man, 17 races today, 3 on the top podium. I mean, on the podium positions, Nakib Azlan, Tarmi Tahang, and all the rest of the other races. Your overall look throughout our race today, man?
I'm just really wondering what's going to be going on with that TGR Fantasy League right now, because I bet people are just basically watching just on their phones right now, trying to calculate the points, trying to see who exactly is going to be coming out in the lead right now. It's just literally been the only thing that's been occupying us all throughout the day, really. I mean, of course, the racing is important, don't get me wrong here, but sometimes we just love to have a little bit of fun. We just really want to, be able to add a little bit more excitement to these races,
Definitely.
even though, it can be said that sometimes when you have dominant performances going on in some of these classes, you still need to be able to have a reason to root for some of your favorite drivers. And I really have to give hats off here to Toyota Gazoo Racing for really bringing a lot more excitement to the pit garage here by just introducing this Fantasy League system. It's literally been the only thing we've been talking about all night long yesterday, man. I mean,
I think this is going to grow later on there, Victor. I think
it's growing so well.
Once the next season or the next round that's going to come up, definitely it's going to grow bigger. So if you're free and stuff for the next one, make sure to come down here.
Yeah, I mean, again, one of the things I have to point out as well is that they do win the My Dream Team competition in this fantasy league, they do actually earn cash prizes here. So you can imagine how much
prize, guys. Cash prize.
Cash prize and a potential drive as well in the promo class.
Okay, how do I register?
So sorry, man. I mean, the registration's already been closed for round 2. You can still try round 3 though. Hopefully, we'll be able to. Maybe we'll have a little competition. I think. Let's see. We'll put out a little bit of a commentator's kind of like knowledge to the test here to see whether or not we can compete in this fantasy league.
Oh man, I mean, throughout the day, it's been amazing. And I'm really looking forward for the next one there, Victor, right now.
Oh, I'm indeed. I mean, again, some people can say it's kind of boring that we keep coming back to Sepang over and over again. But, when you think about it, right, all the cars are the same. The tracks are still the same as well. So, the field of battle doesn't really change that much. So that means that only for the drivers, really, it's just up to them to upgrade the skill. Put some extra points, into their, like, a little character build there. Maybe some extra points in, like, your racecraft, extra points in, like, your speed. Who knows? All that will be able to come into play.
All right, so ladies and gentlemen, it's been an amazing day in the sporting class. So we'll be going for the promotional one very, very soon. So make sure to tune in as well and stay forward because that is going to be intense. So I guess that's all from me and Victor today for the sporting class. And right now, Nas will be taking it away because there's lots of other things that's happening outside. He's going to go with the interviews with Nakib Azlan and so many things are going to happen. So Nas, my man, take it away, brother.
Thank you very much, boys, to our racecasters. You guys have been exceptional today. And who else is exceptional? Muhammad Nakib Azlan. My goodness, what a driver, what a player. Only last year, musim lepas, beliau berlumba dalam rookie class. Dan pada tahun ini, beliau melayakkan diri ke sporting class. Dan telah mengungguli setiap perlumbaan. Syabas diucapkan kepada anak muda ini. Itu yang istimewanya dengan Vios Challenge One Make race ini. Jadi semua keretanya, wow. Kalau jahatnya orang kat dalam ni tiba-tiba kejut kat aku. This was not part of the plan, bro. But itu dia, kalau kita dengar bunyi daripada Vios GRS ini, this is a sound that makes sweet music to your ears, begitu. Dan ini dia champion kita untuk race to Super Sporting Class. What a race you ran. And it was on a wet surface as well. Yes. And I think you are the king of wet tracks lah. Not king of drift, king of wet tracks. What are your comments on the race today?
It was a super tough one. The track conditions was not per usual, even in the wet conditions. So, but I managed to be able to find the grip and make it from dead last to first place.
Dead last to first place. Okay, here's the thing. He posted 3 fastest laps in that particular race alone. So that's why he's the wet king, not the drift king. But more importantly, a lot of people have been asking, about the Vios Challenge One Make Race. Many people don't understand that term. Apa tu One Make Race sebenarnya, Tengku Jan?
So basically, when you talk about one make race, every car is identical, and we basically have technical regulations and also scrutineering that make sure that the cars are identical when we go out and race.
Semua sama?
Exactly the same.
Hanya driver yang lain?
Correct. So it comes down to the drivers or driver skill, and of course, because it's a one-make race, when every car is similar, the team also plays a big role in making sure that the car is at its optimum all the time.
So there you go. Kepada anda yang baru saja menjinakkan diri dengan Toyota Gazoo Racing ni, Vios Challenge One Make Race, semuanya kereta yang sama. But what's the biggest challenge when everyone is racing the same car?
I think, well, the biggest challenge is, of course, making sure that, based on weather conditions, track conditions, making sure that you have the right setup at the right time to make sure that you can extract the maximum potential, or the driver is able to extract the maximum potential of the car.
Itulah dia. So it's all down to the driver. So when you see Tengku Jan from last place, zoo up to first place, semua kereta yang sama. That's what we call skill. But what about preparation? What does it take to prepare for the Vios Challenge One Make Race?
It's very similar to any other race activities which we do. So you're talking about making sure that our engine, transmission, brake system, suspension system is at its optimum. So the team actually works. We start a week before to make sure that everything is perfect and ready for the weekend.
I see. So it's definitely a team effort as well. It's not just about the driver or the skill of the driver. So taking a look at the lineup of racers as well. A lot of people are saying, ini semua race amateur je race. Ini Tengku Jan leh tau. Okay? Whoa, and we see the promotional class is about to happen. That's why you see all the noise that's happening. And so when we talk about the drivers themselves, are we talking about real professional drivers or just amateur drivers yang nak lepaskan steam kat sini,
No, super sporting category. Basically, you have the cream of Malaysian drivers. Farid Hiruman, which is an international driver. Of course, you have myself. You have Mark Darwin, is a multiple Malaysian champion, and of course, you've got all the rising stars as well. Hayden Haikal. I can't even think, but basically, the whole grid is just packed with talent.
Packed with talent. And when we talk about talent, we talk about the youth development program as well with Toyota Gazoo Racing. We see many of the young talents. We just saw Muhammad Nakib Azlan, just graduated from rookie class, already blazing the trail for sporting class. So what does it bode for young talent here in Malaysia?
Well, it shows that, number one, Toyota is providing that platform, for the rookies or for newcomers to actually develop themselves as a racing driver. Utilizing the right skills, and learning the right things to develop yourself as a driver to move forward. I mean, look at Nakib, look at his brother. His brother is a rookie this year, and he's outperforming everybody else, So, it's a great program, and it's the second year running now, and you can see the outcome from this program, which is, really good drivers.
Jadi apa kita nampak dengan Vios Challenge One Make Race ini, a lot of people say it's not the driver, it's the car, it's the technology dan sebagainya. But in this challenge, it really is about the driver. So any last words untuk peminat-peminat di luar sana yang rasa-rasanya macam Vios Challenge ni kacang putih je lah?
Now, I would like to say that, the Vios Challenge is basically a very well organized event. So from a technical regulations as well to ensure that the cars are identical, number one. Then you have your sporting regulations as well. So to keep it competitive, we have reverse grids for race 2, we have success balas for the winners. So all this levels out the playing field, and it actually extracts the best out of each and every one of us, from the drivers down to the teams.
Excellent stuff. So every driver is pushing the same car to the limit, and that's when Toyota gathers all the data and uses it to create even better cars for you guys. Teguh Jalil, thank you so much. All right, making his way back into the game, so we'll see how he does in round 3 in September. Meanwhile, kalau kita dapat tengok di sini, wow, kekecohan berlaku di sini. Look at that. All the fans are already giving their best for all the celebrity drivers as they take the track and of course go into their particular grids. Let's give it the best, and it's over down to our casters. Are you ready, guys? It's race day 2 for promotional class. Take it away.
Alright, so thank you so much Nas, dan kita kembali di dalam Toyota Gazoo Racing Season 5 round kedua, dan ini adalah race yang terakhir di dalam promotional class. Anda bersama saya Matthews Isaac, dan sebelah saya adalah Nick Harris yang akan membawakan anda segala aksi yang berlaku di atas litar. Apa khabar, Nick?
Memang khabar baik. Memang tak sabar nak menyaksikan acara kemuncak kita pada hari ini, iaitu perlumbaan promotional class, di mana mereka pun akan cuba sebaik mungkin untuk berlawan antara satu sama lain, dan daripadanya rasanya sebanyak 9 buah jentera akan berada di atas litar. Betul atau tidak, Matthews?
Yes, sir. Of course. Kita akan lihat semua selebriti-selebriti ini akan bersaing satu sama lain. So it's going to be very interesting to see bagaimana mereka ni akan menunjukkan bakat-bakat mereka, sebab semalam di dalam race yang pertama sangat-sangat baik kita lihat result daripada pertembungan antara Zizan Razak dan juga all the other races. Tetapi hari ini pula bagaimana di dalam race kedua, kita tunggu dan lihat.
Memang tak sabarlah nak lihat keputusan-keputusan yang menanti kita. But as far as I know, I do believe that there is also the case of what happened yesterday for Shukri Yahya, if I'm not mistaken. The false start issuance that was given away by the race director is definitely going to go have major effects on his performance today, Matthews.
Yeah, I think apa yang kita lihat daripada Shukri Yahya semalam, we saw it was a false start. Walaupun kita tak dengar siren bunyi dekat sini, Nick. That is one of the reasons why we thought it was okay. But later on we found out that it was a false start sebab kita tak dengar. But never mind, that is already past right now, Nick. Sekarang it's a fresh new start. Bagaimana mereka akan mengatur perlumbaan ini, kita akan memberikan fokus 100% sekarang ini. But right now, 9 races, they are going to go all out for us. Yeah.
I do believe that there is going to be quite a bit of case here, but before that happens, let us go underway and check out what happened yesterday. That was the opening. Where Shukri Yahya left everybody behind the dust. The spirit was there, but the execution wasn't, Matthews.
Ya, itulah nampaknya beliau tidak sabar di situ. But as usual, race director M. Ravin mengatakan you need to follow the rules properly 100%. Kalau false start, you are straight into DNF. Dan because of DNF semalam, Nick, that position is now given to Ahirin Ahiruddin. So she ends up in the pole position in P3.
Now that's going to be very interesting to look at. When we look at how Shukri Yahya as well as Nabil Ahmad as well as Zizan Razak have been performing, I do believe that there is going to be a case of how very well these 3 drivers are going to be performing. They have been very consistent across the board here for about 4 seasons. It's 18 laps to go in total for them, and I do believe that with the ability of Zizan Razak to hold on to the lead, as well as Nabil Ahmad maintaining 3rd place, Shukri Yahya was very comfortable to get that 2nd place. However, unfortunately for him, the after-race the after-race investigation yielded an issue towards Shukri Yahya in terms of that false start. Now that is going to come under play in terms of him only getting 2 points, but he is still very much ahead of the lead here. So I do think that's going to be still a strong case for Shukri Yahya.
Alright, so kita akan lihat Shukri Yahya yang akan masuk ke dalam race ni. So ini dia semalam punya highlight yang kita lihat. Zizan menghabiskan race ini dengan cukup baik. Nampaknya tiada tekanan langsung because he raced so perfectly from the start. Tiada cabaran daripada pelumba-pelumba yang lain. Dan itu dia Zizan Razak, as usual, our fantastic racer for the promotional class. Anda bersama saya, Matthias Isaac dan juga Nick Harris yang akan membawakan aksi di dalam promotional race yang kedua tak lama lagi, Nick. But right now, I'm really looking forward to it sebab saya dah dengar dah kata-kata daripada promotional class punya racers. Diorang mengatakan, you know, race 2, they are going to go all out, 100%.
Now, with standing conditions here on the track, the track has been able to dry up just a little bit, but there is a palpable amount of wetness here for the track. We do believe that in terms of the overall humidity of the track, that is going to definitely come into play. A total of 9 turns to be taken, a total of 2,706 meters to be conquered by our drivers here, Matthews.
Yeah, definitely. So, ini dia, kita lihat semua track yang seleko-seleko di dalam track kita. Kita ada 9 track sebenarnya, 9 seleko di dalam litar kita untuk hari ini, especially in this promotional class. So kita tunggu dan lihat untuk para pelumba untuk ready sebenarnya, and they will be going into the race very soon. Kepada anda yang sedang lihat di dalam siaran langsung kami, make sure untuk memberikan sokongan yang terbaik terhadap selebriti-selebriti favorite anda. Kalau anda nak support Wani Asrita ke hashtag Wani Asrita guys di dalam ruangan komen. Yang sedang menonton secara live dekat big screen depan tu, Nick, hopefully you guys will have an entertaining race di dalam race ini. So as usual, it will be a reverse grid race sekarang ni untuk race yang kedua.
Alright, Jana Nick going to be holding on to its pole position number 1. Not too far behind Kai Baha, Nabila Razali, Ahiruddin, Nabil Ahmad, Zizan Razak, Ain Edrus, Wani Hasrita, excuse me, and of course, finally, Shukri Yahya. Definitely the penalty of the false start is going to be felt by Shukri Yahya, though that punishment I feel is going to be, we're going to see how effective that punishment is going to be, because we have seen Shukri Yahya in similar position and
it's
was
already
able,
DNF, man, so he did not finish the race.
Yeah, so
no points.
so he, I mean, it's all about just getting that experience and being able to just climb up from that bottom ladder of position number 9 and try to score that first position here. Jana Nick holding on to his first position. I think it's going to be very important for her to set the pace. And I do think that for Jana, it is going to be paramount in her establishing that lead early on.
Alright, so dengan 3 minit saja yang berbaki sebelum kita masuk ke dalam race rasmi kita di dalam race yang kedua, promotional class. So tadi kita lihat sedikit detik daripada race director dan juga Alistair Young. So nampaknya mereka are just getting things standby for now sebelum kita masuk ke dalam litar dan juga sebelum kita masuk ke dalam race yang kedua. In the meantime, berikan sokongan anda guys. Ramai yang mengatakan good luck Kai Bahar. Nora mengata, kita ada juga Nur Nadirah Hanim mengatakan good luck Kai Bahar. Ramai fans Kai Bahar. Not bad, not bad. Keep it coming guys, keep it coming. The support is what we need right now for all of them. So harap kita akan lihat bagaimana mereka ni akan menunjukkan aksi mereka di dalam race yang kedua.
Alright, so we are going to be looking into the official positionings of everybody here. A big wide shot of the Sepang International circuits. So I do think that I do like the clear skies now. I mean, it was very palpable. The rain was anyway, and we do see that with the change of weather here, it may actually benefit a little bit more aggressive driving, but we do hope that it is within the fines and constraints of the rules that have been established by our race director and race control.
Alright, so itu dia, kita lihat sedikit movement yang daripada di dalam screen sebenarnya. Ahiruddin yang berada di dalam jentera 37, 94 adalah Kai Bahar. So kita dah lihat dah fans Kai Bahar pun dah ready untuk memberikan sokongan yang sangat terbaik terhadap our racers today. So this is going to be fantastic watch. So harapnya kita akan lihat segala aksi yang berlaku di atas litar, and hopefully may the best racer win. And yang paling penting, make sure anda memberikan sokongan yang terbaik. So ini dia race director kita, M. Ravin, yang boleh mengatakan one of the strictest man in Sepang circuit sebenarnya. He always like to stand by the rules. Why? Is because safety is his #1 priority there, Nick.
All right, we're going to be seeing here lights turning to red very, very soon. Going to be very interesting to see whether or not we're going to be seeing any similar issues like we have yesterday. All right, we do see that it is going to be it's going to be a simple start here for everyone. They are going to be getting into their positions. Safety car is still under play, so for those of you who are getting excited, the race has not started yet. We do believe that it is going to be their promotional lap, their provisional lap here. Get to know the track a little bit more, even though they put in a lot of the hours here with dynamic conditions affecting the overall track. It is going to be important to see what kind of information or what kind of warm-up they're going to get out of this. So we're going to be seeing them coming out from the first turn here as we get the official standings from our production team.
Yeah, so kita akan lihat dengan our positions. Sebab as usual, this is going to be reverse gear. So di dalam P pertama kita lihat Jana Nick, di P kedua adalah Kai Bahar, P ketiga adalah Nabila Razali, P keempat adalah Ahirin Ahiruddin, P kelima Nabil Ahmad dan P keenam adalah Zizan Razak. Dan kita ikut dengan P ke-7 Ain Edrus, P ke-8 Wani Hasrita, P ke-9 adalah Syukri Yaya. Yang penting tuan-tuan dan puan-puan, berikan sokongan terhadap your favourite racers. But we know this is the most important race. Race yang kedua, race yang terakhir sebelum kita masuk ke dalam round ketiga nanti in the future for now. But right now, kita berikan fokus 100% di dalam race ini.
Alright, we're going to be seeing it here. Promotional lap already underway. You do see that a lot of the drivers here are going to be following the race line, the dry race line here. And no much, I do believe that compared to race number 1 here of today, there isn't going to be splashing, that much splashing here on the track. So that means that compared relatively to race number 1, it is going to be a relatively dry track here. They are going to be getting static onto their positions. And this is where it's going to go lights out and it's full speed ahead, Matthews.
Yep, so kita tunggu dan lihat what is going to be happening dengan 18 pusingan yang boleh mengatakan the entire of this race. So they'll be going into the race very, very soon. Once the light goes green, it's race season for them. So right now, kita akan lihat bagaimana. So nampaknya lampu pun sudah dipadamkan. And let's go racing on tuan-tuan dan puan-puan. Dan kita lihat Jana Nick kini berada di hadapan dengan satu gerakan yang sangat baik, tetapi diikuti oleh Kai Bahar sebelah. So siapakah yang akan melakukan movement? Kita tunggu dan lihat dengan 18 pusingan sahaja. Dan bagaimana sekarang ni Jana Nick berada di hadapan. I think this is the fan favourites yang boleh mengatakan this is the moment untuk Jana Nick. But kita lihat jentera nombor 15 Zizan Razak cuba untuk mencari ruang di situ. As usual, experience yang sangat baik daripada Zizan Razak sebelum ini, boleh mengatakan memainkan peranan yang sangat-sangat penting. But right now Zizan Razak is on the trail to look forward and go in front, Nick.
Alright, vehicle number 92, Nabila Razali there had a bit of an issue with the start. We will be looking into it very soon. Seems that she was left behind here as everyone else was going ahead. So we'll have to see from our technical team whether or not that is anything to do with the vehicle or whether there was an issue with the start itself. So alertness is definitely going to be the key here with Jana Nick still ahead of the pack. Kai Bahar, if I'm not mistaken, not too far behind. Position number 2, Nabil Ahmad. Position number 3 with Ahirin Ahiruddin and Zizan Razak in positions 4 and 5 respectively.
Ya, so kita lihat Jana Nick sekarang ni masih lagi berada di hadapan. Nampaknya siapa yang tak start race yang tanya tu, I think it's Nabila Razali. Seperti Nick mengatakan, Jana Nick. Nampaknya Jana Nick terkeluar daripada litar dengan wide movement daripada beliau dan terus saja memberikan Nabil Ahmad untuk memintas beliau di hadapan. Dan kita lihat Ahirin datang juga di belakang sekarang ni, cuba untuk memintas dan juga close the gap di hadapan. So Nabil Ahmad berada di dalam P pertama, Zizan Razak berada di dalam garisan ke dalam. Adakah ini masanya untuk memintas? Dan Zizan Razak memintas juga Nabil Ahmad. Satu movement baik, tetapi kita lihat Nabil Ahmad sekarang ni masih lagi mengikuti beliau, cuba untuk lock target macam missile sekarang ni. Bagaimana untuk Nabil Ahmad? Tidak juga. And the last turn, the last leko tu nampaknya ada sedikit pelahan daripada jentera beliau. Dan Zizan Razak sekali lagi Nick berada di hadapan.
Zizan Razak was able to get it from taking the inside line. Nabil Ahmad, despite the fact that was giving a lot of pressure towards Zizan Razak was unable to close the deal out. We're going to be seeing here Ahirin Ahiruddin out of the play. We're going to be seeing whether or not that we did catch it on the replay. Backside bonnet is going to be out. Let's see how this turn actually did not work out for Ahirin Ahiruddin here.
Oh no.
Oh, there it was. As we were in the middle of casting that particular battle between Nabil as well as Zizan, it says that Ahirin Ahiruddin has experienced a little bit of calamity here.
Siapa yang langgar tu? Kalau tak silap saya, I think jentera nombor 18, Jananik. But I'm not sure. Kita akan teruskan. Nanti kita akan dapatkan sedikit sorotan ataupun replay tak lama lagi. But man, right now, nampaknya they need to report kepada race director. Kita dapat baca ni Nick, but never mind. Kita teruskan dengan race ini yang kini kita lihat Wani Hasritah berada di dalam P ke-8 dan Nabila Razali cuba untuk mengikuti beliau di belakang, tetapi Zizan Razak masih lagi berada di hadapan. Nabil Ahmad di dalam P ke-2 dan Ahirin nampaknya di stable belum lagi update, but right now kita on board bersama dengan Wani Hasritah. Syukriyah belakang saja beliau, tapi can this be the moment untuk Syukriyah memintas Wani Hasritah? Perfect movement daripada Wani sekarang ni. And let's see if Wani, nampaknya there's a lot of debris on the track there, Victor. And I'm very sure race director will call this thing off right now.
Yeah, I think that's going to be the case here. Very unfortunate for Jananik though, was holding on towards her pole position really well, but it seems that an overshot in the final few turns is going to be rather punishing for her indeed. Now we're going to be seeing here from vehicle number 94, Kai Bahar, if I'm not mistaken now, may actually be out of the race. So we might actually see that if you can pay attention to his right tire here, it is, I think it looks flat. So he is going to be getting out of the play. We do see that maybe we might see a safety car come into play. I don't know whether there was a yellow flag being flagged up here, but we shall have to wait and see, Matthews, to see what is in store for our drivers.
Yeah, so nampaknya Kai Bahar sayang 1000 kali sayang kepada penyokong-penyokong Kai Bahar. Nampaknya he might have to stop right now. Oh, gerakan yang sangat agresif daripada Syukriyah sekarang ini untuk memintas. Baik di situ daripada Syukriyah yang memintas juga Wani Hasritah, jentera nombor 8. Tetapi kita tunggu dan lihat dengan 15 pusingan yang terakhir. Dan sekarang kita lihat bagaimana pula untuk Syukriyah yang berada di hadapan. Zizan masih lagi di dalam P pertama, Nabil Ahmad di dalam P kedua. So ini adalah battle untuk P ketiga, Syukriyah dan juga Ain Idrus bersama dengan Wani Hasritah. So let's see, someone is going to get into P3. Tetapi so far Syukriyah masih lagi berada di hadapan, menafikan gerakan-gerakan daripada Wani Hasritah yang berada di belakang. Diikuti rapat oleh Ain Idrus di belakang, who's trying to close the gap antara dua-dua ni.
Alright, it seems that Syukriyah now holding on to his third position, denying Wani Hasritah. Wani Hasritah and Ain Idrus now, may actually be in a battle of their own. Jananik, Nabila Razali, Ahirin Ahiruddin as well as Kai Bahar. Kai Bahar may be out of the race already, but Nabila Razali as well as Ahirin Ahiruddin still very much in play. We do see from the positionings here, Zizan Razak was able to climb 5 positions. Nabil Ahmad a total of 3. Syukriyah a total of 6. Wani Hasritah total of 4 and 2. But Jananik now the biggest one to drop here, dropping 6 positions. This position number 6 here because of that overturn coming out of that final turn at the mud pack.
Yep, so jadi kita akan teruskan di dalam selekok yang pertama, the main long straight. Kita bersama dengan jentera 24 iaitu Syukriyah yang kini berada di dalam P ketiga. Fantastic driving so far daripada Wani Hasritah yang mengekalkan di dalam P keempat. Of course, beliau cuba untuk masuk ke dalam podium position, tetapi Syukriyah walaupun semalam DNF disebabkan false start, tetapi hari ini I am very sure beliau cuba untuk mengejar balik Nabil Ahmad, walaupun bumper beliau tu dekat hadapan ke bahagian kiri tu hampir-hampir terkeluar. But let's see if he's still able to hold on to it. And on the other side, Wani Hasritah juga berada di dalam P ke-8. Ain Idrus di dalam P ke-5. Jananik di dalam P ke-6. Dan untuk P ke-7, Nabila Razali. P ke-8, Ahirin Ahiruddin, Kai Bahar di dalam P ke-9. Nampaknya jarak tu sekarang ni agak jauh daripada each creator sekarang ni, Nick. So this can be a moment untuk siapa-siapa ni melakukan kesilapan untuk mengambil advantage nanti.
Alright, as we see what is happening here, we are trying to get more information on some of the contacts that happened here. It is going to be very, very prevalent to see that the race director is definitely going to have some stern words with some of the drivers that were involved in the incidences pretty early on in the race here. We've had a total of 4 laps already covered as we head into lap number 5 after this. A total of 14 more laps to go as they head out towards the final stretch of Sector 2. And this is where we saw this particular turn here at the final bit, where Jananek had quite a bit of issues here. Has plagued a lot of our promotional drivers, and it seems that they wanted to get as much speed as they can. So definitely we will see an improvement across the board.
Ya, memang boleh mengatakan di Seleko yang terakhir tu memang agak very controversial lah sebenarnya, sebab banyak benda yang pernah berlaku di situ. Tetapi so far kita lihat di dalam P pertama masih lagi Zizan, nampaknya Zizan dah pergi untuk bercuti. Sama macam race yang pertama semalam. So let's see sekarang ni untuk Wani Hasrita bukan, ni adalah Nabila Razali, but let's see Jananek sekarang ni cuba untuk memintas dapatkan P5 di situ, dan baik di situ daripada Jananek. Masih lagi Jananek, gerakan yang cukup baik di dalam Seleko sekarang ni, diikuti rapat oleh Ain Idrus, dan Ain Idrus berada di dalam garisan ke dalam. Dan bagaimana pula dengan exit ini sekarang ni, dan masih lagi kita lihat satu gerakan yang betul-betul menafikan Ain Idrus adalah Jananek, yang boleh mengatakan betul-betul mengikuti garisan perlumbaan yang sangat baik, and she has been putting on some performance. Ain Idrus tidak juga di situ, Nick. Jarak dah jauh dah.
I mean, for Jananek, it's imperative that she's able to at least score up pretty high here. There has been rather not the most fortuitous amounts of races here for Jananek. She has been eliminated. I think she has been one of the more a few times already. She has been eliminated from the race, mostly because of either being involved in incidences or having DNFs, and I feel that Jananek definitely doesn't want to be on the receiving end here. You can see that her training is definitely coming underway, already making a lot of those adjustments here, coming out from that final third, definitely learning the hardest mistakes here from that loss from first position all the way down to 6. But we do see that she's still maintaining here position 5. Wani Hasrita next in the sights.
Ya, so sekarang kita lihat Jananek berada di dalam P ke-5, dan kita lihat Nabila Razali sekarang ni berada di belakang. Adakah kita akan lihat movement daripada Nabila Razali? Cuba untuk mengikut belakang di situ, tetapi masih lagi kita lihat satu performance yang sangat baik daripada Jananek. Adakah Jananek is your fan favourite? As usual, kita tahu she is the fans favourite. Di manakah penyokong-penyokong Jananek? Berikan sokongan anda di dalam ruangan komen, ataupun yang berada di live di sekarang ni yang boleh dengar in the main big screen yang berada di hadapan. But right now kita terus memberikan fokus dengan 12 pusingan sahaja yang berbaki di dalam promotional class race yang kedua. Kita lihat Jananek masih lagi memegang posisi ataupun P5 sekarang ni, dan itu dia gap yang kita boleh lihat antara Jananek dan juga Nabila Razali. So far I feel Nabila Razali has been putting on a decent performance, sebab kita lihat di dalam race yang sebelum ni beliau biasanya tidak memberikan saingan yang sangat besar, but right now mentality yang lain, hari yang lain, dan nampaknya Nabila Razali yang lain. She is right now up for the fight, Nick.
Yeah, I do believe that's going to be the case here. She is actually coming back into play, but I think that Wani Hasrita has been able to get quite a bit of distance from herself and Jananek. So Jananek's going to not only have to worry about chasing up against Wani Hasrita, but she has to be very wary of the fact that behind her there's going to be Nabila Razali giving pressure. So I do think that with Zizan Razak being able to score the fastest lap, 1:28, as well, 1:28 and about 158th of a second. I do believe that Zizan Razak is going to be very comfortable, as you said, having a holiday up alone on the first spot. Now let's take a look at the replay here. I think that is going to be a replay, if I'm not mistaken. No, excuse me, now that was my mistake here. We're going to be seeing here Zizan Razak still holding on, 1:28, 627th of a second. Excuse me for the misspoken numbers here, but it is still going to be him as the fastest lap, as you can see already from the distance that he has been able to garner for himself compared to Nabil Ahmad. It's not going to be close comparatively here. Nabil Ahmad had a closer fight yesterday.
Kalau kita lihat Zizan Razak berada di hadapan dengan 7.067 saat difference antara Nabil Ahmad sekarang ni. Siapa-siapa yang tanya nak tengok Zizan Razak ni, especially Amirul Noraizi di dalam Facebook mengatakan nak tengok Zizan je bang. Tengoklah, dia tengah bercuti sekarang ni. Tiada pressure langsung, nobody to chase him, because we know semua race he is doing the same thing. Saya rasa kan Zizan Razak ni up next dah kena masuk dekat spotting already. No more di dalam promotional class.
I mean, we've said it already.
Dah
We've
banyak
said
kali
it already yesterday.
Banyak kali dah kita dah mengatakan benda yang sama. But hopefully he will be up for much more better challenging scenes in the rounds to come. But sekarang kita akan teruskan dengan 10 lap saja yang berbaki dan kita bersama dengan jentera nombor 83 itu Nabil Ahmad. Nampaknya Syukri Yahya memberikan sedikit saingan. Adakah masa ini untuk Syukri Yahya memintas beliau? Nabil Ahmad semalam a very calm and composed racer, tetapi bagaimana kita lihat cabaran-cabaran yang akan diberikan oleh Syukri Yahya. No more DNF, no more false start. Sekarang ni adalah battle untuk P kedua. Nabil Ahmad dan juga Syukri Yahya. Kiri dan ke kanan kita lihat gerakan daripada Syukri Yahya, tetapi gap itu masih lagi agak dekat juga walaupun bumper tu hampir-hampir keluar. Jangan bumper tak keluar sekarang ni. So this is the very crucial moment. Lepas dah memintas tu bumper tu keluar tak kisah. Right now, apa jadi? Ain Andrews. Ain Andrews nampaknya terkeluar daripada litar. And something really happened. We will be getting the movements very soon. But man, I think that is going to be a very bad luck for her. But never mind, kita akan teruskan dengan race ini dengan 10 lap saja yang berbaki. Dan Jana Nick masih lagi berada di hadapan. Ini dia Ahirin Ahiruddin. The bumper is really off and that's going to drag her back. And that is why she's a little slow right now, Nick.
Yeah, I do believe that's going to be the case here. Syukri Yahya still holding on to a third position. We are going to be looking at vehicle 37 here. Ahirin Ahiruddin dropping 3 positions from position 4. There is going to be dragging that piece of bumper here alongside her. That's going to be a case of drag that might come into play. So it's going to be very wary of how she's going to be driving, especially taking these corners here. But we are going to be looking at Nabil Ahmad as well as Syukri Yahya. Both of these drivers here going up against one another. And it seems that Syukri Yahya now is going to be on the offensive with Nabil Ahmad on the defensive. I do think that's going to be the case here, but there is a bit of a gap between themselves. It's going to be imperative for Syukri Yahya to close that gap coming up to the next few corners.
Yeah, so kita lihat dengan gerakan daripada Syukri Yahya terhadap Nabil Ahmad masuk ke dalam garisan ke dalam dan kita lihat masih lagi dinafikan oleh Nabil Ahmad sekarang ni yang tidak mahu memberikan ruang untuk Syukri Yahya. So in the meantime kita tunggu dan lihat will there be a moment. Amirul Nuraizi mengatakan nice fighting spirit from Syukri Yahya, big heart, betul bosku. As far as we know, semalam DNF memang sangat sakit hati sebenarnya, especially dengan false start. But right now, beliau kembali di dalam race ini memberikan yang terbaik. That is what we want. Itu yang kita nak. So harap penyokong-penyokong Syukri Yahya terhibur dan juga agak proud juga. So let's hope di dalam seleko yang pertama yang akan datang ni, there will be a chance untuk beliau memintas Nabil Ahmad. But as usual, Nabil Ahmad bukanlah seorang pelumba yang biasa sebenarnya. He has been absolutely awesome daripada race yang pertama semalam. Sebab race pertama beliau sangat kompos walaupun diberikan cabaran dan juga tekanan yang sangat tinggi oleh Ahirin Ahiruddin. But right now Syukri Yahya is trying to lock himself and get into P2. Kita tunggu dan lihat. Diikuti di situ masih lagi kita lihat gerakan-gerakan daripada Syukri Yahya yang datang agak dekat sekarang ni. Adakah ini peluang untuk Syukri Yahya memintas side by side? Dan bagaimana sekarang ni kita akan teruskan ke dalam seleko yang ketiga. Kita terus saja turun downhill all the way di dalam Sepang International Circuit sekarang ni. Syukri Yahya lock target di belakang. Can this be the moment untuk Syukri Yahya yang akan teruskan untuk mencari ruang? Apakah movement daripada Syukri Yahya, kiri ataupun kanan? Oh, nampaknya agak wide di situ. He's going a little wide. But then yet again, Nabil Ahmad menunjukkan satu momen yang sangat baik untuk menafikan gerakan-gerakan daripada Syukri Yahya.
Kami akan lihat, now we're going to be seeing here from what is transpiring between this battle for second position in the promotional class. Nabil Ahmad still holding on. Syukri Yahya has managed to score quite a bit of distance between himself as well as Nabil Ahmad. Nabil Ahmad here does handle the pressure really well, but it's got to be careful there coming out from that final few turns. We do see that for Syukri Yahya, he is going to be coming out from this long straight, heading into that final, heading into that first turn. Could be an opportunity for him to try to steal the inside line, but remember, if he does steal the inside line, then it is going to be Nabil Ahmad that gets it here. Oh, he is going to be taking a peek on the inside. Nabil Ahmad here not giving him the position that he wants. He does get out here, but oh my goodness, Syukri Yahya, I think he might be able to do it. Nabil Ahmad is still too far behind. Syukri Yahya, is he still ahead? Yes, he has. Shukri Yahya leaves Nabil Ahmad behind.
Gerakan yang sangat baik daripada Shukri Yahya sekarang ni. We saw this coming sebenarnya. Kita lihat beliau mengekori Nabil Ahmad dengan cukup baik daripada lap yang sebelum ini. Dan apabila beliau mendapat peluang untuk memintas, kita dah lihat dah Shukri Yahya melakukan yang terbaik dan kini berada di dalam P kedua. Ya, seperti ada yang mengatakan, Siti Khadijah mengatakan Nabil Ahmad ni bukan biasa-biasa. So let's see if Nabil Ahmad dapat untuk memintas balik dan mendapatkan P yang kedua. Bagaimana dengan gerakan ini? Dan kita lihat Shukri Yahya masih lagi berada di hadapan. Terus saja ke dalam seleko yang keempat. That is going to go through all the way sekarang ni. Dan bagaimana pula dengan gerakan-gerakan daripada Nabil Ahmad yang datang agak dekat. Dan can this be the moment di dalam final straight line, di dalam lap yang 7 saja yang berbaki sebenarnya. 7 more laps to go antara semua pelumba-pelumba ni di dalam promotional class race yang kedua. Nampaknya jarak tu dah terlalu jauh dah ni. Itu kemungkinan boleh mengatakan the chances are a little bit slim, but right now the breaking point tu sangat-sangat penting di dalam seleko yang pertama. Kita lihat adakah ada pengumpanan yang lain yang digunakan oleh Nabil Ahmad. Tidak juga. Shukri Yahya is holding on to position, tetapi dekat juga di situ. As usual, we know Shukri Yahya, he has been always wanted to trail Zizan, but not Nabil Ahmad. But Nabil Ahmad masih lagi cuba di situ. Lawan, jangan tak lawan. Dan Nabil Ahmad berada di sebelah. Dan nampaknya Nabil Ahmad sudah pun meminta Shukri Yahya. Satu pertarungan yang sangat baik daripada Nabil Ahmad. Menunggu saja untuk Shukri Yahya melakukan kesilapan. Dan beliau terus saja mengambil kesempatan and took the very best out of it. Nabil Ahmad mendapatkan P kedua kembali.
Alright, we're going to be seeing Nabil Ahmad here holding on to his initial position of position number 2. Shukri Yahya left behind in the dust, despite the fact that he was very game in terms of holding on to that position here. But with 6 laps left, we may see some changes for position number 2 and 3 between Nabil Ahmad as well as Shukri Yahya. It's got to be very careful on how they're going to be going against each other. Looking at how Nabil Ahmad has been driving here, he is going to be on the receiving end of defense, but it seems that Zizan Razak is inside. Nabil Ahmad slowly catching up.
Yep, slowly, but then looking at how things have been in the front there, Nick, Zizan Razak is pretty much far, but right now nampaknya Nabil Ahmad masih lagi mendekati di situ bersama dengan Zizan Razak. Can be still adakah masanya sekarang ni untuk Zizan? Tapi looking at things right now, it's quite far untuk Nabil Ahmad untuk mencuba sesuatu yang istimewa, but we never know, Nick, because Nabil Ahmad tadi pun walaupun kehilangan posisi daripada Shukri Yahya, tetapi terus saja mendapatkan posisi apabila mendapat peluang. So right now he's looking for the chance again. Nabil Ahmad sekarang ni datang dekat kemungkinan Nabil Ahmad akan meminta Zizan Razak sekarang ni, dan Zizan cuba yang terbaik, tetapi kemungkinan something is really wrong with his car. As we saw, the signal light is coming out, so I'm not sure what is slowing down Zizan Razak right now, but Nabil Ahmad terus saja memintas beliau. Shukri Yahya berada di belakang, tunggu saja untuk Zizan melakukan kesilapan. Dan ini dia, kita on board bersama dengan Zizan Razak. I'm not sure what has been the factor that he slowed down just now, Nick, but we will get a view of it very soon.
Very interesting here. Zizan Razak had a considerable lead now. Drops down to his position 2. Nabil Ahmad may be the biggest winner here across the board. We do see that Zizan Razak, remember, he is carrying some ballast on him as well. We did hear some radio communications. Maybe there may be some issues with the vehicle itself. We do not know. Everything is based on speculation and conjecture for the moment. We will get a better picture as soon as the race comes to a conclusion. However, 4 more laps to go. It's imperative for Zizan Razak to hold on to his position. We are in his onboard camera, and it seems that he's gesturing there. It seems that there is going to be a huge
betul
problem.
Lah, saya kata tadi tu ada masalah kereta ni. Something is not right untuk Zizan, because I'm very sure Zizan does not give his position just like that. So kita lihat Shukri Yahya yang berada di dalam P ketiga dan cuba untuk memintas, dan nampaknya he can do it right now, tetapi Zizan masih lagi memberikan satu fighting yang sangat-sangat baik, masih lagi melawan di situ, dan Shukri Yahya mencari garisan keluar. Adakah ini masanya untuk beliau memintas? Dan nampaknya things going a little bit there's lots of hand gestures going on right now. So itu dia driver car 83, 18, 94 dan juga 37 kena report kepada race director. So something is not right over there, Nick.
I think there is an issue with this gearbox. I'm not entirely sure of what I've been hearing.
Technical issues, benar.
I do believe that for Zizan Razak, whenever he goes into some of these high-speed turns, he's not able to access the gears that he's able to do. And I feel that's going to be the case here for Zizan Razak.
Look at this, Wani Hasrita.
Moments here, Wani Hasrita may actually be able to go for this here. It's very important to see Wani Hasrita now on position 4. Could be that Shukri Yahya could take advantage of the situation, but Shukri Yahya has been dropped out here at position number 3. It is going to be Wani Hasrita here, going to go over against Zizan Razak. A bit of space there, right away he's going to go towards Wani Hasrita. Wani Hasrita just goes over, but Zizan Razak still maintaining. As you can see, he's still on gear 4. There is an issue here.
Nampaknya gear tu tak nak tukar dah. So ada masalah gearbox daripada jentera Zizan Razak. But right now Wani Hasrita is taking the advantage out of it. Dan Wani Hasrita kini berada di dalam P kedua. Dan kita lihat diikuti oleh jentera nombor 24 iaitu Shukri Yahya sekarang ini memberikan tarungan. Bagaimana tarungan ini akan kita lihat antara Wani Hasrita dan juga Shukri Yahya. And can Wani Hasrita keep hold of this lead sekarang ni? Berada di dalam P kedua. 3 saja pusingan yang berbaki di dalam promotional class race yang kedua Toyota Gazoo Racing season kelima round kedua. Bagaimana kini kita lihat kiri ataupun kanan. Dan masih lagi Wani Hasrita melakukan movement yang sangat baik. Tidak memberikan ruang kepada Shukri Yahya. But Shukri Yahya as usual we know beliau mempunyai experience yang sangat luas juga di dalam arena motorsports. And right now the one that is surprising us is going to be Wani Hasrita sebab beliau berada di dalam P kedua. Nabil Ahmad I think is already far in front, but right now Wani Hasrita needs to fight for this. On the other side, Shukri Yahya is trying to close the gap now, Nick.
Yeah, I do believe that's going to be the case here. Shukri Yahya still maintaining the 3rd position very, very well, but Wani Hasrita took advantage of that. It seems that for vehicles 15, 8 and 24, it's going to be Zizan Razak, Wani Hasrita and Shukri Yahya going to have to report to the race director after the session.
Definitely.
And it seems that there is going to be some stern words being shared by our race director here. And let us go again here. Let's take a look inside Zizan Razak's vehicle here. Okay, he is going to be able to shift out to gear 4. Gear 4 to gear 5, so I don't think that's going to be the full case here, but it is going to be very interesting to note that Zizan Razak dropped down towards 4th position here without much. I believe there has to be some kind of issue or technical issue that he was experiencing, and it is going to be interesting to note that wanting to see how that's going to affect the overall standings of the race.
Ya, sayang 1000 kali sayang. Ya, Charles yang berada di dalam Facebook mengatakan 10 second lead tu betul. 10 second lead tu sangat-sangat sayang apabila ada masalah gearbox. And shout out to you as well. It seems like a problem untuk Zizan Razak. That is something that we were surprised. Kenapa Zizan tiba-tiba boleh slow? Later we found out on board, nampaknya something is really wrong with his gearbox. But never mind. 2 saja pusingan yang berbaki dan kita lihat jentera nombor 24 sekarang ni berada di P ketiga iaitu Shukri Yahya, Wani Hasrita di dalam P kedua. Wow, Zizan masih lagi memberikan pertarungan. Dan bagaimana sekarang ni Zizan, walaupun gearbox ada problem ke tak ada problem, he is still gonna give a fight kepada Shukri Yahya. Sekarang bagaimana? Oh, nampaknya ada sedikit hand gestures. So kita tunggu dan lihat what is the signal daripada Shukri Yahya and also Zizan. Kalau kita lihat sejarah sedikit kan antara Shukri Yahya dan juga Zizan ni, both of them has been spectacular. Tu boleh mengatakan di dalam musim-musim lepas ni they always fight among each other. Tetapi musim sekarang ni nampaknya ada sedikit penukaran di dalam leaderboard. So that is a little bit of an indication between both of them. Kita akan sort out that very very soon. So ini dia jentera nombor 15. Itu Zizan Razak. I'm not sure what he's trying to tell everyone untuk meminta ataupun tidak. But then he looks like he's saying, you know, you guys can cut me off. But at the same time, he's pretty fast, then, Nick.
Yeah, I do believe here we are going to be seeing Nabil Ahmad there still very much ahead. I do think that this is going to be the last and final lap. It is going to be very, very important to note how this is going to be working out for each and every one of these drivers, as we see that for Nabil Ahmad as well as Wani Hasrita, they are still going to be holding on for positions 4 and 5. It is going to be a battle between Jananek in 5 and Zizan Razak in 4.
Alright, so jadi ini dia pusingan yang terakhir di dalam race promotional class Itu race yang kedua. So ini dia Nabil Ahmad yang berada di hadapan. Semalam boleh mengatakan he is a man of composure, he is a man of maestro. Tetapi hari ini he is the winner of the promotional class race 2. Nabil Ahmad adalah pemenangnya di dalam P pertama dan P kedua Wani Hasrita. Dan P ketiga kita tunggu sahaja. Datangnya Syukri Yahya dengan kelajuan cukup maksimum dan itu dia Syukri Yahya berada di dalam P ketiga dan nampaknya it has been a fantastic. Jana Nick, minta maaf Jana Nick di dalam P ketiga tuan-tuan dan puan. Wow, how did that happen? How did that happen?
I think that happened outside of our view here, Matthews, and it seems that Jana Nick was able to cut ahead of Nabila Razali. And despite the fact that she was involved in a very big incident in the early stages of this race, it is going to be Jana Nick that was able to climb up from position 8 all the way up to position 3. Big hand up there. Number 1 is definitely going to go to Nabil Ahmad here.
So itu dia Nabil Ahmad, pemenang untuk race yang kedua promotional class untuk Toyota Gazoo Racing season 5 round kedua. Nampaknya yesterday it was very tough untuk Zizan, minta maaf, which is actually untuk Nabil Ahmad. But yes, hari ini what is tough is going to be for Zizan. Yesterday it was not tough for Zizan. So today is a tough moment untuk Zizan, but a bright side of the looks adalah kepada Nabil Ahmad. So itu dia jentera nombor 83. Di manakah penyokong-penyokong Nabil Ahmad? Berikan sokongan anda di dalam ruangan komen. Yang siapa-siapa yang sedang lihat di dalam big screen live dekat Litar Antarabangsa Sepang, I want to hear you guys shout right now and also berikan your best shout towards our race winner untuk hari ini, iaitu Nabil Ahmad. So itu dia Nabil Ahmad yang akan masuk ke dalam pit lane. And what a race it has been. Beliau masih mengatakan he is the winner today. Unstoppable racing daripada Nabil Ahmad. What really surprises me today is going to be Wani Hasrita, my man. Wani Hasrita, Jana Nick. Okay, fans favorite Jana Nick, where are you guys? This is the moment. Anda kena memberikan your very best support towards your favorite celebrity, which is Jana Nick, and the rest of the other celebrities as well. What a race it has been, Danik.
Yeah, it has been a race here. We do see that for vehicle number 83 coming in towards big happy smiles from his race team. Nabil Ahmad, definitely one of the bigger winners here, and he could be giving Zizan Razak a run for his money here if the official race results are going to be working out for him. Wani Hasrita now tasting second position, with Jana Nick not too far behind her. Definitely, I think this is going to be a first time here for Wani Hasrita as well as Jana Nick. But the biggest winner thus far, Nabil Ahmad, coming up from behind, definitely working it out wonders.
Ya, tahniah sekali lagi diucapkan kepada race winners kita yang berada di dalam pole position. Jana Nick, what a race it has been, Jana Nick. You are the woman of comeback today. Dan ini dia, Nabila Razali. Make sure you guys are looking through it, as we know that beliau memberikan sokongan-sokongan dan juga appreciation towards all that is watching right now. Ini dia Syukri Yahya. What a tough fight, man, between Zizan and you throughout the previous seasons. But right now, this man, sayang 1000 kali sayang. Zizan Razak menunjukkan what happened to my gearbox. But never mind, I still enjoyed this race. Good race there, my brother. So far, man, it has been a fantastic race in the race number 2 promotional class. Your overall view there, Nick?
I think it was a very disappointing run here for Zizan Razak. We were expecting him to at least come out ahead as the official results come on the way. I mean, we're just going to be breaking it down for you for the first, second and third position here. Nabil Ahmad as well as Wani Hasrita and Jana Nick are going to be on the podium finishes here. Nabila Razali, Syukri Yahya, Zizan Razak, Ahirin Ahiruddin, Ain Idrus as well as Kai Bahar are going to be played. Unfortunately, Kai Bahar has to be, had a did not finish, and that's going to be very, very unfortunate for Kai Bahar. But for everyone else though, it was a very interesting turn. Surprise winners here, Wani Hasrita and of course Jana Nick. I think first time they are going to be tasting the podium again, but Nabil Ahmad still the consistent outlier here, the consistent value here in terms of him scoring up. But I do want to touch in a little bit more on Zizan Razak's performance here, because it was rather interesting to see that he slowed down at certain points and he was in a position that it was not really good, but I feel we're not going to be talking too much about it. Let's go over the highlights here, Matthews.
Alright, so kita akan lihat sekali lagi sorotan di dalam promotional class race yang kedua, satu permulaan yang agak kontroversial dan sangat baik, Jana Nick. Dan kita lihat banyak pintasan-pintasan yang dilakukan di dalam seleko yang seterusnya. We saw lots of moment-changing situations, especially Zizan Razak, who was trying to close down the gap. Dan as usual, experience plays a big role untuk Zizan Razak. And he has been fantastic in these previous seasons dan juga untuk race yang pertama. Tetapi Jana Nick, perfect start, but unfortunately she had to go out, especially di dalam seleko yang terakhir tu. Bila exit untuk masuk ke dalam seleko yang pertama. But never mind, fighting spirit tu tetap kena ada. Because in the end of the day, she got into P3. Dan ini dia langgaran daripada Ahirin dan juga Jana Nick. I think Jana Nick was trying to come back inside and she did not see Ahirin was there. And terlanggar dengan Ahirin. So, I'm very sure Ahirin, this is the moment of sadness. But never mind, you're a fighter, I know that. So hopefully in the next race you will be able to show your very best because you're a talented racer, my man. Michael. Sorry, but never mind. Kita akan teruskan. Dan nampaknya ini dia. This moment. Jentera nombor 83 iaitu Nabil Ahmad. Who has been, even in the previous race, Nick, in the race number 1, he was trying very hard. Especially to be in P1. But Zizan was way ahead of him. And that closed down the competition between him and Zizan. But unfortunately, in this race too, especially Zizan had that gearbox problem. He got into the race back, and this time, it's promised that he's going to be the winner.
Yeah, I do believe that from what we are observing in this race here, there were some crazy incidences that I'm pretty sure our race director is going to have some stern words with our promotional class drivers. But then again, we are at least very thankful that no one was hurt and there wasn't that much significant damage across the board here for a lot of the vehicles. But then again, with what is at stake, it is going to be Nabil Ahmad with big smiles and his hand pumped in the air in a fist. Mostly because of just how well he performed across the board here. Was able to put behind members like Shukri Yahya as well as Zizan Razak behind him and was able to maintain that lead for the last bit of that 5 laps remaining.
Yeah, I think this is the moment where Zizan was already at the verge of, whoever want to get past me because I just can't shift into my next gears. It has been a tough moment for Zizan Razak, but then he still put on a good show. But Wani Asrita stole the show a little bit today. As we know, usually she does not come into pole positions. But this time, things have changed drastically, especially in the last 5 laps. We were all proven wrong there, Nick.
Yeah, we were definitely proven wrong, and this is where Nabil Ahmad was gesturing, and I feel that that's going to be a very interesting one indeed here. Looking at it, this is the moment Nabil Ahmad got by, flew the checkered flag. Big win for Nabil Ahmad indeed, as you can see on your screen. As we come to an end to this highlights for the promotional class. Ladies and gentlemen, it has been a wonderful 2 days of racing with the qualifying done, with the races done, 2 rounds of racing for each category across 2 days. It definitely has been one heck of a ride, hasn't it, Matthews?
Definitely. I really enjoyed the entire race today. We know that promotional class, as usual, there's going to be drama. Of course, the storyline has been going on very, very strong since the season 1. And here we are in season 5 already. And things have been going absolutely amazing. But it is what it is, Nick. We saw the winners. We saw the incidents that happened that changed the entire results of what we expected and predicted. But you have to give credit to whoever who put their hearts out to be in the pole positions.
I mean, that's going to be the case here. Looking at how some of these drivers have been performing, it's definitely going to be a crazy one indeed. And for those of you who are wondering what more is to come, we have a lot more events for you coming underway. There is going to be the next round of the Toyota Gazoo Racing Festival for Season 5. But then again, that is going to be enough from us here in the Racing Studios. He's Matthews, I'm Nick, and we have some messages from our sponsors. We shall see you later again for the next one. Yeah, so we're gonna go take a look at those ads now.
GR Yaris is born from WRC, a rally car for the road. For us, it's important because rally is the best place to develop a performance car.
This is where control, handling, durability, adaptability, and versatility of the car is proven. To be honest, this is the car I've been waiting for, and it sure lives up to the hype.
It has been more than 20 years, and such cars are truly rare these days. Bear in mind, Toyota is building only 25,000 units of the GR Yaris worldwide. The GR Yaris is built on a bespoke platform. Everything about this car is engineered for driving performance and perfection. It's lighter, more rigid and stiff. Also, it has more aerodynamic design. The car is built on the same line as the legendary LFA at Motomachi plant, or what we fondly call the GL plant.
I noticed that lightweight materials are used throughout the car. The use of carbon fiber roof, which reduces the center of gravity, the aluminum panels such as the door panels, bonnet and boot, this gives the car an overall lighter weight to optimize the performance delivery. The car also has additional well points and adhesives for improved torsional and bending stiffness, which is a critical trait for a sports tuned car. This allows the GR Yaris to come with rimless windows. The 3-door body style aids aerodynamics. The lower roofline of 95mm achieves better wind flow, allowing better downforce. The one-of-a-kind and sophisticated suspension system, which is an independent double wishbone rear setup, provides for better control and even more room for tuning for car enthusiasts.
The 1.6-liter 3-cylinder engine is currently the lightest, smallest, most powerful 3-cylinder engine in the world. It's good for daily driving, but also maximum potential on normal road.
The GR Yaris redlines at 7,000 RPM, achieving 0 to 100 in 5.5 seconds. The 3 cylinders contribute to weight reduction without compromising on performance. This is pure exhilaration.
It's refreshing to have a 6-speed manual transmission in a car for that ultimate human-machine connection. Also, a small turbocharged manual transmission with a 4-wheel drive is something you cannot get these days.
The intelligent manual transmission and auto blip system that rev matches automatically on downshifts. This helps for a smooth downshift and the hard braking, keeping the car stable at all times. I also appreciate the shorter gear ratio and the gear lever position, which is closer to the steering wheel. The car feels extremely punchy and is fun to shift gears.
The GR Yaris is a full-time 4-wheel drive vehicle that has variable front to rear torque distribution in several drive modes. It also has a mechanical handbrake. We want you to do handbrake turns.
In normal mode, the distribution is 60% front and 40% rear for perfect daily driving conditions. And this is where the fun begins. So in sports mode, the distribution changes 30 front, 70 rear. I could actually feel the difference where the car felt very neutral, allowing me to drive it sideways if I wanted to. In track mode, for weekend drives on the track, the distribution is 50-50, providing for ultimate grip. The GR Yaris now comes with 4-pop calipers, 356mm brake discs with slotted rotors as standard. The brake ducts are purposefully positioned at the front bumper to provide optimal cooling for the brakes. The mechanical handbrake is impressive. It allowed the rear axle to decouple when the handbrake is operated, and I had a feel of time on track until I ran out of tires.
What's more, the performance pack comes standard with GR Yaris. The car also comes with forged 18-inch BBS rims with Michelin PS4 tires.
I'm excited about the performance spec with front and rear Torsen limited slip differentials with stiffer springs and dampers. This provides even better response during braking, cornering, and better grip overall. This set of forged wheels are lighter and stronger, improving unsprung mass. These are actually one of the best road tires you can buy. Thanks to Toyota Gazoo Racing, we get to enjoy this wonderful engineering feat, which is the GR Yaris. This is really being part of the motorsports heritage, and I'm truly excited about this.
Race cars that drive well can only become powerful when pushed to the limits. The same rule will apply for the cars we deliver to our customer. The GR Yaris is a testimony to our commitment to build ever better cars for you.
Today, the majority of vehicle manufacturers trust Denso's quality and performance. And since we are one of the largest suppliers of original equipment in the world, chances are good that the vehicles you're servicing already rely on Denso's products to perform at their best. So, when a vehicle needs maintenance or repair, choose our aftermarket products for optimum fit, outstanding technical expertise, and service. Denso has built a strong sales and service network of more than 10,000 major distributors throughout the world who trust our aftermarket products. Denso's aftermarket products are known for their premium quality. We are one of the few automotive component manufacturers that offers an overall optimum fit in a wide range of vehicles. Our parts integrate seamlessly with modern vehicle electronic systems for better overall performance and precision. Denso creates optimal aftermarket parts that ensure vehicles stay on the road longer and run like new. With vision, creativity, and teamwork, we overcome difficulties in development, mass production, and quality. Take our Iridium spark plugs, one of Denso's world-first innovations with state-of-the-art material. Our engineers were challenged to be the pioneers of the world's thinnest 0.4 millimeter central electrode and developed a new iridium alloy while considering a variety of issues. We combined innovative production processes, like a high-speed, automated production line, to exactly position the iridium alloy chip on the electrode tip, and developed a new 360-degree laser welding method. All of our Iridium spark plugs are manufactured under the same original equipment quality control and subjected to rigorous safety and performance tests to ensure their quality. More than 6 billion spark plugs have been made. They gained the trust of professionals and are used by major motorsports teams. Just like our extensive line of Iridium plugs, and to meet the need of each region, all of our aftermarket products are designed for better fit and higher performance than most products in the market anywhere in the world. We are proud to support you in providing high-quality products that guarantee your customers' satisfaction and reinforce their trust in your service.
Blue is the heart that yearns to explore. Blue is the pull of the unknown. Blue is the fire that burns inside. Wake up your blue with our tires. Ignite your blue. Toyo Tires.
Tomorrow begins with a single step. It begins with the car of tomorrow. Step into a dual-powered world where fuel and electric are synergized. Step into a greener future, a car made to harmonize with Mother Nature. Step into a world of silence and discover a new tomorrow. Step into a revolution of speed and performance, breaking records year after year. Step into the car that endures. It's always ready. It never stops. Tomorrow's technology, made for today. The new generation Toyota Hybrid. Step into tomorrow. Toyota, all about the drive.
Hey Shukri, how was the ride?
Best! Handling dia best dan rasa macam dalam kereta lumba.
Oh, awesome. Let's take the opportunity to introduce this car to our viewers.
Kereta ni nampak lebih sporty kan? Cuba tengok. Tapi sebenarnya, dia telah disuntik dengan DNA Toyota Gazoo Racing di dalam. Desain GR Sport pada bahagian bumper depan, grill dan aero kit membuatkan kereta ni nampak lebih agresif. Penggunaan lampu LED depan membuatkan dia kelihatan lebih sleek dan ditambah pula dengan daytime running light membuatkan kereta ni nampak lebih garang. Ia juga didatangkan dengan wing mirror dan door handle berwarna hitam bagi menyerlahkan lagi imej sporty pada kereta ini. Di bahagian belakangnya pula, kombinasi lampu LED yang kelihatan lebih sleek dan didatangkan pula dengan spoiler dan aero kit berwarna hitam dan untuk menjadikan satu kereta sport yang lengkap, yang ini mahal. Emblem GR Sport diletakkan pada kereta ini untuk menyerlahkan lagi identiti kereta ini. Jadi, kini anda memiliki peluang untuk memiliki model kereta Toyota Gazoo Racing milik anda sendiri. secara keseluruhan untuk design language model Vios GR Sport ini lebih stylish dan lebih sporty. Malah saya berani kata, design model ini mirip dengan GR Yaris yang juga dibawa masuk oleh UMW Toyota.
The Vios GRS was envisioned to give you a fun-to-drive driving experience. To me, personally, the car actually has dual personality. So on your regular daily drive, you can enjoy a comfortable ride with upgraded safety features courtesy of Toyota Safety Sense. And if you decide to take it up a notch, it actually transforms itself into a refined version of the race car. Where the Vios GRS really shines is in its ride and handling. Wheels, tires, springs and dampers are all working as one, finely developed to provide you a sporty driving experience. I believe the Toyota engineers have went through great lengths to accomplish this. The Vios GRS comes equipped with beautifully designed in black accent 17-inch wheels, and it is actually wrapped with Toyota's Proxus TR1, which is equipped in all the TGR Vios Challenge cars.
The responsive 10-speed CVT transmission, now available in the new Vios GRS, provides you that fun factor while maximizing the potential of the engine. Another nice touch with the GRS is the pedal shifters, which replicate a gear shift and allows you to have manual control while firmly keeping your hands on the steering wheel.
Even though the Vios GRS gives you that experience of sporty driving, it does not compromise on comfort and safety.
Toyota Gazoo Racing has come a long way since 2007, building a strong brand presence within the motorsports community. The iconic GR logo is positioned in many prominent places in the car. You have the seats, push-start button, and the MID, which greets you every time you start the car. I also like how the speedometer is decked out in red with red illumination. For me, the highlight of the GRS interior is the semi-bucket sport seats. They have great hip support to keep me in place when I'm maneuvering around the corners, but at the same time comfortable enough for long distance driving.
You can now experience the new Vios GR Sport at selected Toyota showrooms. So book a test drive and experience it for yourself now. Check out for more details at the Toyota website.
It's all about the drive. Cuba sekali lagi boleh?
Last.
Kita kembali di perkarangan pentas utama. Sepang kita nak teruskan apa khabar peminat-peminat TGR? Wow, bila kita dengar semangat betul kita sebagai pengacara Nazrul Rahman dan Tabak Syazwan menemani anda untuk prize giving ceremony selepas ini. Kita akan mengetahui betul tak?
Kita dengar peminat-peminat di Leitar Antarabangsa Sepang. Tapi yang sedihnya bukan nama kita.
Itulah dia. Kita nak tanya kepada peminat kat sini. Dia dari Johor ke? Oh bukan. Selangor. Pakai biru, pakai merah. Saya ingat Johor. Apa je?
Bukan.
Tinaises lah.
Bang.
Sorry.
Bang, ini baju tuition.
Oh.
Baju tuition. Bawa balik tuition.
Okey. Lepas ini, sebenarnya ada satu persembahan istimewa.
Okay.
Kalaulah Wani Hasrita yang nyanyi kat sini, awak ada nyanyi lagu apa? Semua sekali. Ini bukan konsert Wani Hasrita. Alah, boleh lah Okeylah, untuk awak dan geng Wani Hasrita supporters kat sini.
Oh, ramai.
Kita
memang
rasa
ramai.
kita nak tanya Wani Hasrita lah.
Di sini, di sana ada Jana Nik. Di sini, mana peminat-peminat Judika? Oh, ramai.
Oh, kalau peminat Judika semuanya, wow,
Judika.
begitu.
Mana peminat-peminat Nas? Oh ada bang, ada.
Peminat
Jangan. Oh ada. Jangan, memang tak ada, dah lama tak ada.
Okey,
bang.
kita ni nak pergi off the grid tapi masalahnya kita sedang menunggu Wani Hasrita sampai ke pentas di tengah bergegas. Semuanya untuk anda semua. Apa yang tengah terjadi sekarang? Beliau racing, dia dapat tempat kedua lah Wani Hasrita. Tapi telah dipanggil oleh race director. Begitu drama di TGR.
Kategori promotion. Jadi kita harap tiada apa-apa yang berlaku lah.
Kita harap tak ada apa-apa yang berlaku. Harap Wani Hasrita tak tolak markah. Saya tak tahu apa dia buat. Mungkin dia bawa kereta di korek hidung ke apa, saya tak tahu. Saya tak tahu.
Okey. Kita dapat Wani Hasrita.
Are you ready?
Kita jalan. Wani. Boleh kita pas?
Boleh.
Tonton dan buat. Wani Hasrita.
Assalamualaikum. Panas tak? Saya nak cerita something lah. Saya rasa tak tahu lah saya boleh nyanyi ke tak kan. Lepas dah habis race kena panggil naik race director pula. Apa tu ada drama pula. Tapi tak apalah kalau tak tahu nyanyi lagu ni. Nyanyi je lah sama-sama. Wah. Boleh tak? Boleh. Sebelum kita pergi ke Abang Judika, kita layan perasaan dulu. Terimalah. Kau tinggi di awan biru. Jom. Inilah kisah cintaku, terjalin cinta pandang pertama. Ku selalu menanti penuh kerinduan. Hatiku kau bawa pergi, terbang tinggi di awan yang biru. Ku menanti dan menanti pelukanmu yang ku rindukan. Bawalah aku tahu lagu ni? Pernah dengar tak? Pernah kan? Okay. Lagu ni sebenarnya lagu Allahyarhamah Sharifah Aini. So, lagu ni sebenarnya sangat dekat jiwa saya kalau dengar lirik dia tu betul-betul. Nanti kau main dengar, okay? Bawalah daku bersama, terbang tinggi menemani di kau. Ku peluk, ku belaimu sayang, di celah kepulan awan. Kau tinggi di awan biru, ku iringi dengan seribu doa. Putih hatiku menantimu, pulang menemui Thank you. Okay, buat sesiapa yang tak tahu, saya sebenarnya next week ada concert tribute to seniman negara Datuk Seri Ahmad Nawab. So, Kau Tinggi di Awan Biru ni, nyanyian Allahyarhamah Sharifah Aini adalah one of the song yang saya akan nyanyi pada malam tu. Minta maaf lah terkehil sikit tadi tu, tapi tak apalah tak apa. Okay. Dan apa tu? Ada giveaway. Ada giveaway lah. Tak payah giveaway lah. Kita baling je boleh tak? Boleh Cik, kita baling sini dulu. 1, 2, 3. Sini pula. Alah sian yang depan. Baling yang belakang-belakang je kan. 1, 2, 3. Okay, belah sini pula. Belah sini pula. Okay. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh, habiskan? Habiskan. Bagi sikit lah. Oi. Fans Jananik 1. Fans Sky Bahar mana? Oi, belakang. Fans Sky Bahar, ambil tau. Alah, jauh. Dapat kan? Siapa lagi? Fans apa lagi? Syukri Yahya. Oi, ramai fans Syukri Yahya. Fans mana Asrita? Okay lah, ambil lah. Okay. Dan untuk lagu yang seterusnya, Pedas. Jom. Bukan yang kaling-kaling, jangan nak main-main. Ini tiada pesaing. Bukan yang lain-lain, satu dalam dunia. Memang luar biasa, bukan jenis bersaing. Tak boleh dipancing-pancing, jangan pandang sebelah mata. Sebelum panas dirasa, tak perlu bermanja dinda. Jika tak mampu tahan pijar, siapa? Makan cili merasa. Kalau tak biasa, lisannya merana. Kalau tak tahan yang pedas, jangan coba pegang lepas. Pedas, 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 jangan ikut.
Celupa menular macam
Sofia tak ada lah hari ni
manis gula-gula yang mula-mula pura-pura lebih. Lepas pura-pura cuba-cuba lebih. Lama-lama naik pula kepala ketujuh petala.
Tu je saya ingat.
Anak dara tegur ada cara, cakap ada cara. Jadi fikir sebelum bersuara.
Jangan pandang sebelah mata, sebelum panas dirasa. Tak perlu bermanja dinda. Jika tak mampu tahan pijar, siapa? Siapa makan cili, dia yang merasa. Kalau tak biasa, salah merana. Kalau tak tahan yang pedas, jangan cuba pegang lepas. Jangan pandang sebelah mata, sebelum panas dirasa. Abang lari. Tak perlu bermanja dinda, jika tak mampu tahan pijar. Siapa makan cili, dia yang merasa. Kalau tak biasa, salah merana. Kalau tak tahan yang pedas, jangan cuba pegang lepas. Judika. Okey, kita tes. Aku merindu kamu setengah. Okey. Boleh ke kita bagi Judika? Boleh ke? Tak boleh Tak boleh lagi Tak kuat lagi lah. Belum lagi. Nak tes lagi saya tak? Okeylah, lagi sekali. Tak pernahkah kau sadari Okey, kalau Judika keluar, kita tepuk ramai, okey? Thank you.
Wani pergi mana Wani? Sabar.
Sabar
Wani.
Apa?
Pertama sekali tepukan sekali lagi untuk Wani Azrita.
Terima kasih.
Yang kedua, tabah. Yang kedua, Wani Azrita berjaya memintas Zizan Razak dan Syukri Yahya. Wow. Saya tak percaya.
Saya pun abang.
Saya ingat ada orang yang ganti awak bawa kereta.
Tapi abang, saya just nak cerita lah. Tadi dalam kereta, saya sebenarnya buat timing sendiri je.
Oh, ya ke?
Abang, first time saya dapat dekat sini, Sepang, 1 minit 28 second.
Kau dapat 28, 128.
Oh, itu catatan terbaik. Itu catatan masa qualifying yang Syukri Yahya buat masa semalam, kan? Terbaik tu.
Sebenarnya kalau dapat podium, alhamdulillah. Tapi kalau saya habis habis the race, tapi saya dah berbangga sebab saya dapat 128 tu abang. Tak pernah abang saya dapat sini.
Itu pun dah bangga?
Itu dah bangga.
Tak bangga awak beat Zizan Razak dengan Syukri Yahya?
Yeay!
Apakah rahsia Wani Azrita kali ni? Apa yang lain?
Apa yang lain, saya sempat belajar sikit daripada abang Zizan tadi. Dia bagi tahu saya macam mana, bagi tahu saya tips sikit lah. So saya try and benda tu menjadi. Saya tengok masa saya makin meningkat.
Apa cara tu? Apa tip tu?
Racing line yang betul tapi dia kena naik sikit lah bang.
Betul. Race
naik
line
sikit
kalau
yang
betul
atas.
memang kita akan dapat time yang baik.
Betul. Itu yang saya overheard. You tap brake tu sikit betul cik sikit macam tu.
Tapi tak adalah, bukanlah saya dapat pintas je. Sebenarnya abang Zizan punya gearbox rosak.
Oh, saya tak tahu benda tu. Saya tak tahu.
Saya memang hebat. Saya pintas abang Zizan.
Wani Azrita.
Tuakan untuk Wani Azrita. Okey. Baik, kita ada masa lagi ni.
Oh ya.
Saya tahu. Tapi saya kesian Wani. Ingat nak minta Wani main game dengan kita. Tapi saya tahu.
Boleh.
Baiknya awak. Okey.
Up sound sikit mic saya.
Siapakah sini yang menang hadiah dengan Wani Azrita? Saya perlukan game ni dinamakan Superhero Game. Game Adiwira. Jadi saya perlukan 5 peserta. Siapa yang berani? Siapa yang gagal?
Banas, kalau superhero semua lelaki ke perempuan boleh?
Tak kisah.
Tak kisah, okey. Kita bawa.
Campur.
Okey, kita bawa kau tepi sana. Jumpa dengan abang security saya tu.
Abang sini.
Okey,
abang security
sana.
Pergi ke sana.
Jangan angkat tangan je.
Pakai biru belang putih.
Okey, alright.
Berapa orang nak cari?
Okey, siapa lagi? Lagi 4.
Macam mana game ni?
Lagi 4. Nanti saya bagi tahu. Nanti saya bagi tahu.
Okey, kita perlukan 5 orang. Okey, come on.
Sementara kita memilih 5 peserta untuk main game di atas pentas, kita hanya menanti upacara penyampaian hadiah dan persembahan istimewa daripada Toyota Gazoo Racing selebritis kita nyanyi berjemaah begitu. Sementara itu, saya
okey, tepukan untuk kelima-lima peserta. Satu lagi. Okey, satu lagi.
3, 4.
Kita nak 5.
Seorang lagi. Siapa berani?
Bang, sana bang.
Dapat mana? Wow. 1, 2 kumbang. 1, 2, 3 bunga lah. Bagus. Okey. Wani kalau nak main pun boleh juga. Saja nak kacau-kacau doang.
Okey, kita cuba.
Okey. This is the game called Superhero Game. Pertama sekali, siapakah adiwira anda yang paling anda gemari? Superhero. Nak Batman ke, Superman ke, Spiderman ke, mana satu kau nak? Abang dipilih lambat sangat. Saya pilih untuk awak. Ant-Man tak nak, dia kecil sangat, susah nak nampak. Okey, saya bagi awak Superman. Okey, ini gaya Superman. Kalau saya cakap Superman, semua buat macam ni. Okey, 1, 2, 3, Superman. Yeah, bagus. Okey, yang kedua, nak bagi tahu superhero.
The
Flash. Oh yo.
Tak tahu nak buat apa kan?
Okey, The Flash. Sini. Okey, sini. 1, 2, 3, Flash. Lemas semangat pula yang satu ni. Satu lagi, The Flash. Yeah, bagus. Okey, superhero yang ketiga. Fikir. Wonder Woman nak sebab wanita. Wani Azrita. Wani Azrita ni memang Wonder Woman. Okey, untuk Wonder Woman kita kena buat macam ni. Tengok betul. Wonder Woman.
Okey.
1, 2, 3, Wonder Woman. Bagus. Wani tak boleh, Wani pengacau aja. Keempat, saya bagi awak Spiderman, boleh tak? Itu main awesome. Ini awesome. Okey, macam ni. Okey, dua tangan. 1, 2, 3, Spiderman. Dua sekali. 1, 2, 3, Spiderman. Ya Allah. Nice. Last kali. Saya nak bagi awak Iron Man, boleh tak? Tahu tak Iron Man macam mana? Macam mana? Iron Man. Kesian, takut awak terbang. Okay? Iron Man macam ni lah. Okay? So kita testing 5 adiwira, tahu tak? 5 adiwira. Pertama sekali, Superman. Itulah dia, guna memori. Superman. Lepas tu The Flash. Lepas tu Spiderman. Lepas tu Wonder Woman. Last kali Iron Man. Jadi bila saya sebut, awak kena buat aksi dia. Siapa buat salah, keluar. Tinggal hanya satu pemenangnya. Tabak macam.
Okay,
kau jadi Boncet Man. Alai. Jangan.
Oh, akan ada pemenang juga ni?
Ada, akan semua ada pemenang. Okey. Ready? Semua pantau untuk saya. Kita mulakan dengan Superman. Spiderman. Superman. Wonder Woman. Spiderman. Boleh tak? Lambat tak? Dia lambat tak? Kan continue. Continue, bagus. The Flash. Superman. Iron Man. Lawak. Terkantoi. Dia buat macam ni.
Dia buat Iron Man ke?
Tapi tak apa. Walaupun anda tak percaya, kita bagi dia prize juga. Mana prize? Okey. Terimalah satu daripada kami. Tanya kepada Iron Man kita. Silakan turun dari pentas. Sekarang hanya tinggal 4. Semua bersedia?
Nanti dulu.
Dah habis dah?
Belum. Yang lain tak hadiah lagi. Tak habis lagi.
Mana boleh macam tu?
Belum habis
kau ni. Diorang belum habis lagi. Kena hanya 3-1. Tak. Dia okey. Saya punya assistant mesti kena potong gaji lah. Potong gaji. Okey. Sekarang hanya tinggal 4. Kita continue. Flash. Spiderman. Superman. Wonder Woman. Superman. Macam kita semua. Wonder Woman ni kejap. Tunggu sekejap. Terima kasih. Thank you for playing. Tepukan untuk peserta yang kedua telah tersingkir. 3 lagi. Ready. Flash. Superman. Spiderman. Wonder Woman. Spiderman. Nice ini. Superman dah tak silap. Tak apa, kita bagi dia satu hadiah. Tanya, thank you for playing. Sekarang Wani tinggal 2.
Saya kacau lah.
Okay.
Semua tengok saya.
Okay, tengok. Ready? The Flash. Jahat. Dia jahat. Tapi 3-1. Pemenang dia.
Kita nak menguji kepakaran mendengar. Lagi sekali.
Okey, lagi sekali.
Tengok saya. Abang.
Dia tak nak tengok. Tabah. Kau nampak Tabah? Dia tak nak tengok. Pengacau kat sini. 1, 2, 3. Wonder Woman. Maaf. 1000 kali sayang. Baiklah. Allah, dapat peluk-peluk. Ayo, ketuk kepala salah saya. Dia yang kacau, bukan saya. Maknanya kita ada pemenang paling hebat. Angkat sikit. Tepukan untuk superhero kita. Terima kasih juga kepada Wani Hasrita.
Assalamualaikum.
Okey, tepukan untuk Wani Hasrita.
Okey. Kita sedang menunggu keputusannya sekarang. Sedikit masa lagi kita akan menjalankan upacara penyampaian hadiah kita, okey? Oh, dia nak bagi lagi lah. Okey. Kita nak main lagi satu game ke tidak? Sebab aku dah mengar-mengar kat sini. Belum apa-apa. Steady. Ready? Are you ready?
Okey, siapa nak cap? Jerit!
1, 2, 3. Lagi ke tengah-tengah. 1, 2, 3. Kepada anda yang sedang menonton, melepaslah anda kalau tengok di rumah sahaja. Jangan khawatir, belakang sikit. Yes, ada sikit lagi. Alright. Tabah cepat pandai Tabah.
This is Toyota Gazoo Racing Festival. Toyota Racing. Alright. Kita menantikan Judika.
Kita ada persembahan istimewa daripada Indonesia. Judika akan bersama kita di pentas ini. Wow.
Judika dah ada kat belakang.
Dia ada kat belakang.
Ada yang nak ikut saya ke belakang ke?
Ha?
Ada.
Oi, lain macam. Kau nak charge berapa? 1,000, 2,000.
Yang ni lebih. Alright. Okay. Rapat-rapat. Kita akan ada penyampaian hadiah dengan Nas nanti.
Lepas sekali.
Kemudian selepas itu kita akan ada
apa tu? Lepas penyampaian hadiah. Satu lagi persembahan istimewa daripada Toyota Gazoo Racing Celebrities. Ke-9 selebriti akan ada di sini untuk nyanyi satu lagu istimewa khas untuk anda semua. Okey.
So congratulations to all drivers yang hari ini memang menarik sekali memberikan persembahan. Tepukan untuk semua driver-drivers kita. Ya. Tepukan juga untuk selebriti-selebriti kita. Dan saya rasa kita elok juga berikan tepukan untuk pengulas-pengulas kita. Abang-abang security kita yang bertugas 2 hari ini. Okey, tepukan untuk semua crew members yang bertugas. Okey, dan tepukan untuk semua kru-kru sama ada di bawah UMW Toyota mahupun tim-tim event yang saya rasa sangat-sangat awesome within 2 hari ini. We work hard especially for you all semua demi memenuhi keperluan. Alright, sampai kita menanti. Ada lagi. Baik.
Tak saja aku nak pegang, mana tahu aku boleh bawa balik.
Dalam ni ada barang special sikit.
Ada barang istimewa.
Kita ada masa lagi ya,
barang-barang premium ya, kita ada masa. Kami masih sedang menunggu keputusan untuk Super Sporting, Rookie dan juga Promotional Class. Ada 2 race day 1 dan race day 2. Semuanya ada cash prize dan juga piala.
Wow.
Yeah,
dan nak start saya nak serah kat Benas ni.
Saya? Jangan. Aku pun dah tanya. Han ni dah lama berkecimpung dalam sukan permotoran ni. Betul tak Tabah? Berapa tahun?
17
tahun di dalam sukan permotoran. Tabah Syazwan.
Salah, maksudnya
tepuk sikit.
Campur-campur lah. Bukan semua. Ada sukan lain.
Betul.
Yang saya terlibat lah. Jadi terima kasih kepada Toyota yang bawa saya untuk join.
Pengulas sukan saya rasa nombor 1 di Malaysia. Sebab sekarang Zainal Abidin Raud dah retire.
Yang tu legend. Dia dah legend.
Legend semua dah retire.
Dah datang dah.
Dah datang.
Okey, jadi saya nak serahkan pada Nas. Tapi kan kita ada berapa banyak lagi?
Kita masih ada few more minutes.
Okey.
Jadi
kalau macam tu Nas, kalau kita ada masa, saya nak panggil rakan-rakan pengulas kita naik atas pentas.
Rakan-rakan pengulas?
Boleh?
Ada tak di sini?
Ada.
Silakan.
Okey. Saya nampak Matt. Come on Matt. This is our commentator. Bagi tepukan sikit. Nick Harris mana Nick? Nick Harris ada tak?
Inilah dia jejaka yang anda dengar.
Victor?
Sewaktu race
Victor tak ada? Okey.
Matthew Isaac kita fasih bahasa Inggeris dan juga bahasa Melayu. Jadi kita nak ucapkan terima kasih. Ini hadiah sedikit daripada kita. Tepukan untuk Matthew Isaac.
Tak abang, tanya sikit macam mana dia boleh fasih bahasa Melayu?
Itulah dia sebenarnya.
Kawan anda banyak Melayu ke?
Berapa lama jadi pengulas?
Dah nak 10 tahun dah.
10 tahun? Patutlah hebat abang. Jadi dalam sukan pemotoran, dari segi pengulas dan sebagainya, siapakah idola anda?
He's standing next to you.
Boy, Tabah. Siapa? Han ni idola Hang sebenarnya.
Congratulations my friends. See you next round. Round 3. See you next round.
Alright.
Okay,
baik. Terima kasih lagi untuk Matthew Isaac kita. Victor dan juga Nick Harris di dalam bersama
Victor
kita.
dengan ni mungkin dia orang pergi kat track kot.
Semuanya nak pergi Syed Chan lah kan.
Semua nak ni. Okey, terima kasih. Bukan apa, sementara nak tunggu Judika. Kenalah tengok kami sekejap walaupun tak suka. Boleh Boleh.
Sebenarnya Judika dekat belakang.
Okey, ambil drum, ambil
Dia
tempat.
dekat belakang. Kau jangan main gila. Dia dekat belakang. Ya dong. Ya, saya mau nyanyi dong.
Bukan dapat kita nak tunggu signal. Abang Nas tunggu signal dan kita boleh bawa.
Tepat sekali.
Judika!
Dah penat dah kau kasih sebut. Judika.
Saya pun minat. Jujurnya.
Sejujurnya.
Suara dia memang best kan? Suara Judika kan? Suara Judika
Saya minat dia sebagai pelakon. Dia ni ada wajah yang seksi. Betul lah. Kita nampak dia, saya pun macam, wow. Saya nak jadi jantan macam ni lah. Jantan. Okey. Satu istimewa untuk anda. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Wah, alamak. Yang tumpah tu orang lain dapat. Nampak? Akak tu baju ni saya punya. Pandai.
Okey, siapa yang dah dapat cap boleh pakai tak? Cap Toyota. Yang dapat pakai. Okey. Ada lagi balance.
Ada lagi.
Kesian yang kat depan ni. Aduh.
Silakan. Hang bagi 2 tu weh. Satu sini. Yeah.
Tu panas, kesian belah sana. Tak sampai hati. Okey, sorry. Tak apa, jap. Ada lagi? Ada, kita ada.
Everybody can. I wish I had enough for everybody. Unfortunately, we under strict budget. That is
Okey,
the
baik.
problem.
Kita bermurah hati ya.
Ya, saya.
Ada 4 goodie bags lagi ni.
Betul.
Ada.
Silakan, Tabah. Inilah masanya untuk kita
Kita habiskan
mereka.
Kita habiskan Abang Nas.
Habiskan sekali, habiskan.
Tak ada yang kita nak simpan hari ni.
Apa mau simpan?
Tak ada yang kita nak simpan. Sebab
okey. Wow. Merah eksklusif. Yeah. Baju. Okey, saya pusing lah. Yeah.
Aduh. Insan. Okey. Baju ni size XL. Baju size XL. Okey. Okey tak Toyota? Okey tak okey? Kalau okey bagi tepukan gemuruh. Mana nak dapatkan barang free bagi, syukur alhamdulillah rezeki Allah bagi ya. Okey, baik. Belah ni lah. Kejap, ada lagi. RM90 ni. Ada, jangan bimbang. Sekejap, saya check. Habis kan? Oh, semua SS. Okey. Saya habiskan. Abang tolong bagi. Mana Nan? Ada lendiat macam saya pakai. Okey, ada 3 bag yang nak dihabiskan. Ada cap 1 lagi. Okey bang, harap dapat. Sementara nak tunggu kita nak live dengan nak penyampaian hadiah ni. Okey, kita ada 1 lagi cap. Siapa yang betul-betul perlu? Harap dapat lah bang. Sorry, tak boleh nak penuhi semua lah. Jumpa kat belakang lah nanti kan? Cuba kat belakang. Alright, habis barang kita.
Habis dah Tabah. Dah tak ada lagi dah.
Habis Nas.
Kita
Dalam tu ada ke?
Dalam ni ada mas-mas. Kita balik 1 bag sekali.
Okey.
Inilah yang terakhir. Yeah.
Okey, baik.
Okey, dengan itu terima kasih Sporting tepukan untuk anda semua. Baiklah, sebelum kita ke persembahan yang paling unggul yang pernah dilihat di Sepak International Sangat, kita dah bersedia untuk
berapa lama
prize giving ceremony kita. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time. Kita ke sini sikit lah, jadi semuanya kita ke sana. Sana.
Okey, Nas, teruskan untuk pejabat dia. Tepukan untuk Nas.
Kita ucapkan terima kasih kepada Tawad Syazwan. Tepukan untuk beliau. Berat dia kerja. Dia dah hilang 2 kilo tu. Alhamdulillah. Baiklah, ladies and gentlemen, it's now time for the prize giving ceremony of Toyota Gazoo Racing Season 5. This is round 2. Dan kita akan mulakan dengan pemenang-pemenang daripada Race Day 1. Pemenang-pemenang daripada 4 kategori pada hari Sabtu, iaitu semalam ya. Dan selepas itu kita teruskan dengan Race Day 2, iaitu hari ini. Apakah keputusannya? Siapakah pemenangnya? Tunggulah sahaja. Ladies and gentlemen, for this prize giving ceremony, it is our honor to invite Mr. Ravindran K, President of UMW Toyota, and joining him, accompanied by Encik Muhammad Shamso, Director of Marketing UMW Toyota. We'd like to invite them on stage as soon as they're ready. Drivers, winners, you are on standby. Hopefully, everybody is in their positions for the prize giving ceremony. Baiklah, sekali lagi, tepukan untuk VIP terhormat kita. Kita menjemput President of UMW Toyota, Mr. Ravindran K, accompanied by Encik Muhammad Shamso, Director of Marketing UMW Toyota. Berikan mereka gemuruh yang gemuruh. Usually, Mr. Ravi has quite a few things to say before we kick things off. So I'll just ask first, do you have a few words? Or if not, we'll go ahead straight. Excellent stuff. Everybody can't wait to see who the winners are. So para hadirin sekalian, kita akan teruskan dengan penyampaian hadiah untuk Super Sporting Class Race 1. Kita akan namakan dari tempat kelima hingga tempat pertama. Baiklah, untuk Super Sporting Class Race 1, tempat kelima jatuh kepada Brandon Paul. Brandon Paul, fourth runner-up, akan membawa pulang trofi dan hadiah bernilai RM3,000. Tahniah kita ucapkan kepada Encik Brandon Paul kita. Tempat kelima, Super Sporting Class. Pemenang seterusnya, tempat keempat, jatuh kepada Hayden Haikal, kereta nombor 81. Hayden Haikal, pemandu muda kita, akan membawa pulang trofi dan hadiah bernilai RM4,000. Tahniah kita ucapkan kepada yang muda Hayden Haikal. Baiklah, di tempat yang ketiga, second runner up, jatuh kepada kereta nombor 3, Freddy Ang. Freddy Ang, second runner up, akan membawa pulang trofi dan hadiah bernilai RM5,000. Tahniah diucapkan dan kita teruskan dengan pengumuman tempat kedua, iaitu first runner up. Tepukan untuk kereta nombor 63, Mark Darwin. Tahniah diucapkan kepada first runner up kita yang akan membawa pulang trofi dan hadiah berjumlah RM6,000. Baiklah para hadirin sekalian, mengumumkan juara Race 1 Round 2 di Sabang International Circuit untuk Super Sporting Class jatuh kepada kereta nombor 61 Mitchell Chia from Prima Pearl Auto. Tahniah diucapkan, hadiah bernilai RM7,000 dan sebuah trofi. Dan kami menjemput ke semua pemenang-pemenang naik ke atas podium. And of course for Mr. Ravi and Mr. Shamso to take their positions for a group photo. Kepada yang menonton di rumah, kepada penonton yang berada di Sabang International Circuit, inilah dia pemenang-pemenang Race 1 Super Sporting Class untuk musim yang kelima ini. Tahniah kita ucapkan. Terima kasih, dipersilakan kepada para pemenang kita untuk meninggalkan pentas. Dijemput di kehormat kita untuk terus berada di atas pentas untuk upacara penyampaian hadiah Sporting Class Race 1 musim yang kelima ini. Tempat kelima, kereta nombor 97, para hadirin sekalian, Mirza Syahimi. Mirza Syahimi akan membawa pulang trofi dan juga hadiah bernilai RM2,000. Tahniah kepada Mirza Syahimi, pemandu muda kita. Sila ambil tempat anda di podium. Kita teruskan dengan tempat yang keempat. Put your hands together for car number 55, Bradley Benedict Anthony. Our third runner-up receives a trophy and a cash prize of RM3,000. Congratulations. Tahniah kita ucapkan. Dan kita akan teruskan dengan penyampaian hadiah second runner-up kita. Tempat ketiga, kereta nombor 85, Abdul Mikael. Juga anak muda yang menyertai Sporting Class kita membawa pulang trofi dan hadiah bernilai RM4,000. Well done anak muda kita Abdul Mikael. Baik, kita teruskan dengan tempat kedua. First runner up, car number 33, Tom Go! Tom Go will bring home a trophy and a cash prize worth RM5,000. That's our second place, our first runner-up for Sporting Class. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the champion of Race 1 Sporting Class goes to the Phantom himself, car number 17, Nakib Nur Azlan. Begitu muda ya. Macam saya kata, lesen kereta pun dia tak ada, tapi dia dah boleh racing dekat sepak. Hebat, sungguh hebat. Nakib Nur Azlan, our champion for Sporting Class Race 1, bringing home a trophy and RM6,000. Dipersilakan di titik kehormat untuk bergambar bersama dengan pemenang-pemenang Sporting Class Race 1. Congratulations once again. Tepukan untuk pemenang-pemenang Sporting Class kita. Thank you, racers. You are invited to back to your places. Mr. Ravi, Mr. Shamso, please do remain on stage as we are ready to announce the winners of the rookie class. Di tempat kelima, tempat kelima. Di sini tertulis Adele Liu Ji Yu. No, tempat ketiga. Oh, 3, 2, 1 saja. Minta maaf untuk rookie kelas ada 3, saya yang teruja. Di tempat ketiga, Muhammad Hamdani. Untuk rookie-rookie kita, inilah dia antara pelumba-pelumba yang didaftarkan under Toyota Gazoo Racing Youth Development Program. Kalau anda rasa anda mampu jadi juara di sini, sila sertai program ini. Tahniah kita ucapkan kepada Encik Hamdani kita. Trofi kita hadiahkan for our second runner-up. First runner-up, tepukan untuk Muizuddin Musyafah. Berdarah muda, begitu bersemangat laksana. Hari ini anda yang punya. Congratulations to Muizuddin Musyafah. Dan para hadirin sekalian, kalau abangnya juara sporting class, adiknya pula juara rookie class, tepukan untuk Muhammad Nabil Aslan. Adik-beradik dua-duanya handal dengan lumba kereta. Alhamdulillah. Well done Nabil, well done. Let's invite you on the podium for a photo moment with Mr. Ravi and Encik Syamsul. Kita silakan. Sekali lagi tepukan untuk pemenang promotional class race 1. Well done to our young drivers. Kini tiba masanya untuk mengumumkan nama-nama pemenang untuk promotional class. Yeah. Alright. Thank you Encik Muiz. Baik budak ni, baik budak ni. Baiklah. Untuk keputusan race 1 promotional class tempat kelima jatuh kepada, oh belum lagi, 3, sorry. Tempat ketiga jatuh kepada Ahirin Ahiruddin. Oh, dekat dalam studio memang ada peminat-peminat Ahirin Ahiruddin yang betul-betul teruja dengan keberanian dia di atas pita. Well done. Well done. Baiklah, kita mengumumkan tempat kedua. First runner-up race 1 promotional class. Apa lagi? Ahmad Nabil kita. Nabil Ahmad. Tempat kedua race 1. Tahniah kita ucapkan. Wah, pusingan kedua ini memang Nabil yang punya lah. Congratulations, sila ambil tempat di podium. Dan pemenang promotional class race 1 tidak lain dan tidak bukan, tepukan untuk Zizan Raza. Begitu teruja sampai tak nampak mana dia nak break. Kalita dia break bagus, ke atas pentas dia tak ada break langsung. Tahniah diucapkan kepada ketiga-tiga pemenang kita, Zizan Raza, Nabil Ahmad dan juga Ahirin Ahiruddin. Tahniah kita ucapkan. Foto moment. Well done. Itu dia artis-artis anda mengecapi kemenangan. Beautiful, beautiful. Dipersilakan Zizan, Nabil dan juga Ahirin. Congratulations. Well done. Good race. Dan kita menjemput Encik Ravi dan juga Encik Syamsul untuk terus berada di atas pentas. Dan untuk upacara penyampaian hadiah race 2, kita menjemput, wah, dahsyat betul. Kita menjemput Div Kehormat kita, Takashi Obata, Deputy Chairman of UMW Toyota, to join Mr. Ravi and Encik Syamsul on stage. Buat pertama kali kita tepukan untuk Obata-san. Subarashi, kata orang Jepun. Subarashi, Baiklah, we are moving ahead with Super Sporting Class Race 2. Tempat kelima jatuh kepada kereta nombor 47, Brandon Paul. Mr. Consistent sepanjang race 1 dan race 2. Membawa pulang RM13,000. RM3,000. RM13,000 pula. Terperanjat aku. Excited dia. Dia rasa 13. Sorry Brandon. I put an extra 10,000. My humble apologies. Ladies and gentlemen, di tempat yang keempat, kereta nombor 61, Mitchell Jiang. Well done Mitchell. RM4,000 dan juga trofi menjadi milik anda. Baik, kita teruskan dengan tempat ketiga, second runner up, yang akan membawa pulang RM5,000 dan juga sebuah trofi dari Excel Motorsports. Dipersilakan Hayden Haikal. Podium finish for both races. Untuk umur yang begitu muda, he is the hope of Malaysia, the hope of the future, insyaAllah. Tahniah kita ucapkan kepada anak muda Hayden Haikal dari Excel Motorsports. Dan kita teruskan dengan tempat yang kedua, first runner up. Once again, let's welcome to the podium, Mark Darwin, car number 63. Well done, Mr. Mark Darwin, RM6,000 and a trophy. Second place, first runner-up. And now, announcing to you, the winner of Race 2 Super Sporting Class. We welcome him once again after a long absence from the podium. Welcome back, Tengku Jan Lay. Nasib yang buruk menimpa beliau race day 1. Tapi race day 2, beliau memang pakar kalau jalannya basah dan mengungguli dari belakang sampai ke depan. Tengku Jan Lay, our champion for race 2 Super Sporting Class. Tepukan untuk pemenang-pemenang kita. Dipersilakan untuk mengambil gambar pembatasan. Dozo, dozo. 3, 2, 1, watch the money. Itulah dia sekali lagi. Tepukan untuk pemenang-pemenang Super Sporting Class Race 2. Thank you very much, dear racers. We invite you back to your places. To our VIPs, please remain where you are as we announce the winners of Sporting Class Race 2. At 5th place, driving car number 33, tepukan untuk Tom Go. We welcome Tom Go once again to the podium. Di tempat yang kelima, membawa pulang wang tunai RM2,000 dan sebuah trofi. Well done, congratulations to Mr. Tondo. Our next recipient in 4th place. Put your hands together for car number 55, Bradley Benedict Anthony. Tahniah diucapkan kepada Bradley Benedict Anthony, car number 55, in 4th place, bringing home RM3,000. kita teruskan dengan mengumumkan tempat yang ketiga. Second runner up goes to Ahmad Tarmimi, car number 70. Membawa pulang trofi dan juga wang tunai RM4,000. Sekali lagi pemenangnya Ahmad Tarmimi, tempat yang ketiga. Kita teruskan dengan pemenang tempat kedua, Mr. Consistent kita juga. Sekali lagi Abdul Mikael, car number 85. A truly talented boy. I say boy sebab dia masih muda orang dia. We shall be watching your career development very, very closely. Congratulations to Abdul Mikael, number 85, bringing home 5,000 ringgit and a trophy. And now, the moment we've been waiting for, the winner of Race 2 Sporting Class. My goodness, there is no stopping this man. Last year dia race dalam rookie class. Tahun ni tahun pertama dalam Sporting Class dan mengungguli Race 1 dan Race 2. Nakib Nur Azlan, car number 17. Suatu pencapaian yang luar biasa. There is no stopping this man. Congratulations. Membawa pulang RM6,000 dan Charles Trophy kita, the champion of Sporting Class Race 1 and Race 2. We'd like to invite all winners to the podium and for our VIPs to please take places. Sekali lagi tepukan untuk pemenang-pemenang Sporting Class Race 2 kita. We'd like to invite all drivers back to your places. Dear VIPs, 2 more categories to go and we move on to the rookie class. Okay, the official results for rookie class Race 2. Tempat ketiga jatuh kepada Muhammad Hamdani. No. Ada correction sikit di sini. My humble apologies, dear lady. Tempat ketiga jatuh kepada Adele Liu Shiyi. Tahniah kita ucapkan kepada Adele Liu. In third place. Oh, take photo first. There the camera. Well done, well done. Announcing second place. Kalau race 1 tempat pertama, kali ini jatuh ke tempat kedua. Still awesome, Muhammad Nabil. Congratulations, tahniah kita ucapkan. Itu dia tempat yang kedua untuk rookie class Race 2. Dan pemenang buat Race 2, tepukan untuk Muhammad Hamdani. Itu dia ketiga-tiga pemenang rookie class Race 2. Pusingan yang kedua untuk musim yang kelima ini. Dear VIPs, please step to your areas. Watch the money. Congratulations to Rookie Class winners. Finally, kategori terakhir, Race 2 Promotional Class yang luar biasa. Buat pertama kalinya kita menjemput dua wanita di atas podium. Dan kita mulakan dengan tempat ketiga. Jana Nika cerai sikit. Jana Ning. Well done, Jana. Well done. A race well run. Sila bergambar. Dan kita menjemput Jana untuk menaiki podium. Congratulations, Jana Ning. Tempat yang ketiga untuk race kedua ini. Seterusnya, di tempat kedua, mencipta sejarah sekali lagi, Wani Asrita. Well done, Wani Asrita. Tempat yang kedua, running a good race. Semakin dia berlaga. Alhamdulillah. Dan mengumumkan juara Race 2 Promotional Class jatuh kepada Nabil Ahmad. Yeah. Ini pemenang sebenarnya. Sabar Zizan, sabar. Ambil gambar dulu. Sabar. Woi, teruja betul Nabil Ahmad kita menjadi juara race tu. Dan sekarang kita bergambar di atas podium. Sekarang baru boleh, Nabil. Silakan ke atas podium. Ladies and gentlemen, tepukan gemuruh untuk pemenang Race 2 Promotional Class. Okay, please remain on stage, everybody. Remain on stage. And now, we would like to invite all racers, all TGL celebrities on stage to join Obata-san, to join Mr. Ravi, to join Nitesh Shamso on stage for a group photo. Racers, you are wanted on stage. Okay, we'd like to invite all racers, super sporting, rookie class to join our celebrities on stage for a group photo. Let's go! There you are, ladies and gentlemen. All our racers together on the stage. They've given their best here in round 2. And all they deserve is your applause. Tepukan untuk semua racers kita.
Yeah! Are we ready?
Yeah, love.
Are we ready?
Ladies and gentlemen,
Let's have one last one. Everybody with your hands up. Everybody hands up. 3, 2, 1, hands up!
Yeah!
Tahniah kita ucapkan sekali lagi. Thank you to all our racers. This has been a wonderful race 1 and race 2. Pusingan yang kedua untuk musim yang kelima ini. Kita ingin mengucapkan terima kasih kepada racers kita. We'd like to invite our racers off stage. Thank you so much to Mr. Ravindran K, AJ Samson Mohammed Zain, and Takashi Obata. Alright, diminta selebritis kita untuk terus berada di atas pentas. Celebrities, stay on stage. Celebrities, stay on stage. Celebrities, stay on stage.
Celebrity, please stay on stage.
Alright. Baiklah. Dengan apa yang kita lalui.
Guys.
Okey, sambil ada sumber mengambil semangat. Nabil, macam mana rasa dia, Nabil? Amazing!
Alhamdulillah.
Huyo.
Terima kasih, Zizan.
Bila Nabila ni kita nak bagi chance Nabila menang.
Oi, Nabila menang kat sini.
Itulah dia.
Sebab kita nak perform nyanyi ni.
Saya
Nabila
nak
menang.
buat kalau boleh awak nombor 1 atau nombor 2, nombor 1 atau nombor 2, Nabil dan Nabila. Satu hari
Oh, insya-Allah amin. Insya-Allah amin. Insya-Allah amin.
Baiklah, ladies and gentlemen, persembahan terakhir daripada Toyota Gazoo Racing Celebrities. Take it away.
Boleh bagi.
Sabarlah sambil nyanyi lah.
Takut dia. Kai, TV tu boleh bagi Kai. Bagi TV Kai.
Jom guys, kita nyanyi. Semua. Hey.
Makilau.
Alright, semua.
Kai Bahar.
Terima kasih.
Hingga sani mengalirlah di kau.
Semua.
Menjadi rasa mengisi belikat punggungku. Tengok punggung.
Saya tak dengar. Semua. Agar
aku bisa berdiri.
Lagi.
Terkadang sehingga bagaikan asmara Melayu.
Makilau.
Makilau.
Tak payah silat, nyanyi je. Jangan silat. Astagfirullah.
Helai daun sirih, ku gentas bersama bunga cengkih dari langkau. Merah bekat berisi, agar bisa ku melangkah. Gagah dan tampan bagaikan si kampung yang berkokoh. Di mana bunyiku pijak, di situ langitku junjung. Alang-alang menyelup perkasa, biar sampai ke pangkal lengan. Oh, aku seru mentera pusaka, mentera semerah pari, 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 mentera.
Tak ada orang silat. Silat. Hey. Mak kilau.
abadi mengalirlah di kau, menjadi rasa mengisi berikat punggungku.
Saya tak dengar suara semua.
Agar aku bisa berdiri dengan segala bagaikan Laksmana Melayu. Di mana bumi ku pijak, di situ langit ku junjung. Alang-alang mengeluh perkasa, biar sampai ke pangkalan. Lagi. Aku seru bendera pusaka, bendera semera padi, 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 bendera semera padi. Bendera semera padi, bendera semera padi, bendera semera padi, bendera
Semera Padi.
Okey. Anda rasa cukup ke satu lagu? Anda nak lagi ke?
Siapa nak lagi?
Anda nak lagi ke?
Yo!
Kamu gatalkan. Okey tak? Jana, come on Jana.
Celebrities, boleh tak? Kita minta pusing sikit. Facing sana, nak ambil gambar dengan crowd.
Yeah.
Siapa nak ambil gambar? Okey, kumpul. Bila saya cakap, yeah, semua sahut. Okey. 3, 2, 1, yeah! Semangat betul. Dan itu dia persembahan istimewa. Mentera Semera Padi menggambarkan semangat juang Toyota Gazoo Racing Malaysia.
Judika!
Alright guys, terima kasih semua. Temukan untuk diri anda semua guys.
Guys, terima kasih banyak hari ini datang bersama-sama dengan kami. Ini sesuatu yang kita lihat sebagai satu penghargaan yang sangat baik. Lama tak jumpa dengan fan dan crowd yang macam ni. Dan saya rasa by far this is the best crowd ever. The best guys. Alhamdulillah.
Saya setuju 100%.
Bang, kepada yang belum asal, bagi tahulah surau terdekat kat mana.
Kita tahu dekat mana. Jangan khawatir kepada anda yang ingin menunaikan kewajiban anda sebagai Muslim. Surau wanita di sebelah kiri. Surau lelaki pun di sebelah kiri.
Okey, baik. Terima kasih kepada selebriti. Ya, kita enjoy lah 2 hari ini dengan diorang. Terima kasih banyak Zizan, Wani, Nabil, Syukri, Nabila, Irene, Kaibaha, Aini, Dros dan juga Jananik. Terima kasih
very much. Dan tahniah kepada pemenang-pemenang.
Suara pun dah habis tadi.
Saya memang betul enjoy sampai dah tak ada suara dah macam ni dah.
Okey, mana kamera kita? Tu, kamera kita.
Tak sebenarnya saya nak jadi macam Ain Idrus. Sebab itulah.
Bye.
Jadi kita nak ucapkan terima kasih kepada anda penonton di rumah juga kerana terus bersama kami. Dan selepas ini, satu persembahan yang istimewa menanti anda semua.
Judika. Okey.
Kita nampak kru dia dah mula nak set up kat sini.
Sambil kita tunggu lah kan.
Kita nak tutup tirai untuk
baik, saya
anda.
juga nak ucap terima kasih kepada semua sama ada yang datang di litaran terbang Sepang maupun secara atas talian. Terima kasih banyak anda support kita 2 hari ini nak sampai habis suara. Memang kita all out untuk anda. Terima kasih banyak. Okey, selepas ini memang seperti yang dijanjikan oleh pihak penganjur Toyota Gazoo Racing Festival sudah pun berada bersama dengan kita.
Jangan lupa jangan lupa kepada anda penonton di rumah, kalau anda ingin saksikan atau merasai kehangatan Toyota Gazoo Racing musim yang kelima ini, satu lagi pusingan pada bulan September nanti. And it's going to be a night race.
Itu akan berlaku malam
Berlaku insya-Allah.
Jadi pastikan temu janji anda bulan September nanti. Kita ramai-ramai sekali lagi kelitaran terbang sesepang untuk Toyota Gazoo Racing Festival 20 2022 ini. Jadi terima kasih banyak kepada anda yang sokong dan double check untuk yang dapat hadiah secara atas talian. For the lucky draw winner, please double check your name, get your prizes. Call pihak penganjur untuk dapatkan hadiah.
Absolutely. We want to say thank Tabak Syazwan. Terima kasih
InsyaAllah
banyak-banyak.
jumpa lagi.
Tepukan
Tepukan untuk Azamat.
Jumpa lagi. Assalamualaikum kepada penonton di rumah. Baiklah, penonton di rumah tak dapat tengok persembahan yang ada ke pentas ini. Mereka sedang buat last minute line check. Dan selepas
GR Yaris is born from WRC, a rally car for the road. For us, it's important because rally is the best place to develop a performance car.
This is where control, handling, durability, adaptability, and versatility of the car is proven. To be honest, this is the car I've been waiting for, and it sure lives up to the hype.
It has been more than 20 years and such cars are truly rare these days. Bear in mind, Toyota is building only 25,000 units of the GR Yaris worldwide. The GR Yaris is built on a bespoke platform. Everything about this car is engineered for driving performance and perfection. It's lighter, more rigid and stiff. Also, it has more aerodynamic design. The car is built on the same line as the legendary LFA at Motomachi plant, or what we fondly call the GR plant.
I noticed that lightweight materials are used throughout the car. The use of carbon fiber roof, which reduces the center of gravity, the aluminum panels such as the door panels, bonnet and boot, this gives the car an overall lighter weight to optimize the performance delivery. The car also has additional well points and adhesives for improved torsional and bending stiffness, which is a critical trait for a sport tuned car. This allows the GR Yaris to come with rimless windows. The 3-door body style aids aerodynamics. The lower roofline of 95mm achieves better wind flow, allowing better downforce. The one-of-a-kind and sophisticated suspension system, which is an independent double wishbone rear setup, provides for better control and even more room for tuning for car enthusiasts.
The 1.6-liter 3-cylinder engine is currently the lightest, smallest, most powerful 3-cylinder engine in the world. It's good for daily driving, but also maximum potential on normal road.
The GR Yaris redlines at 7,000 RPM, achieving 0 to 100 in 5.5 seconds. The 3 cylinders contribute to weight reduction without compromising on performance. This is pure exhilaration.
It's refreshing to have a 6-speed manual transmission in a car for that ultimate human-machine connection. Also, a small turbocharged manual transmission with a 4-wheel drive is something you cannot get these days.
The intelligent manual transmission and auto bleed system that rev matches automatically on downshifts. This helps for a smoother downshift and the hard braking, keeping the car stable at all times. I also appreciate the shorter gear ratio and the gear lever position, which is closer to the steering wheel. The car feels extremely punchy and it's fun to shift gears.
The GR Yaris is a full-time 4-wheel drive vehicle that has variable front to rear torque distribution in several drive modes. It also has a mechanical handbrake. We want you to do handbrake turns.
In normal mode, the distribution is 60% front and 40% rear for perfect daily driving conditions. This is where the fun begins. So in sports mode, the distribution changes to 30 front, 70 rear. I could actually feel the difference where the car felt very neutral, allowing me to drive it sideways if I wanted to. In track mode, for weekend drives on the track, the distribution is 50-50, providing for ultimate grip. The GR Yaris now comes with 4-port calipers, 356mm brake discs with slotted rotors as standard. The brake ducts are purposefully positioned at the front bumper to provide optimal cooling for the brakes. The mechanical handbrake is impressive. It allowed the rear axle to decouple when the handbrake is operated, and I had a feel of time on track until I ran out of tires.
What's more, the performance pack comes standard with GR Yaris. The car also comes with forged 18-inch BBS rims with Michelin PS4 tires.
I'm excited about the performance spec, with front and rear Torsen limited slip differentials with stiffer springs and dampers. This provides even better response during braking, cornering, and better grip overall. This set of forged wheels are lighter and stronger, improving unsprung mass. These are actually one of the best road tires you can buy. Thanks to Toyota Gazoo Racing, we get to enjoy this wonderful engineering feat, which is the GR Yaris. This is really being part of the motorsports heritage, and I'm truly excited about this.
Race cars that drive well can only become powerful when pushed to the limits. The same rule will apply for the cars we deliver to our customer. The GR Yaris is a testimony to our commitment to build ever better cars for you.
Today, the majority of vehicle manufacturers trust Denso's quality and performance. And since we are one of the largest suppliers of original equipment in the world, chances are good that the vehicles you're servicing already rely on Denso's products to perform at their best. So, when a vehicle needs maintenance or repair, choose our aftermarket products for optimum fit, outstanding technical expertise, and service. Denso has built a strong sales and service network of more than 10,000 major distributors throughout the world who trust our aftermarket products. Denso's aftermarket products are known for their premium quality. We are one of the few automotive component manufacturers that offers an overall optimum fit in a wide range of vehicles. Our parts integrate seamlessly with modern vehicle electronic systems for better overall performance and precision. Denso creates optimal aftermarket parts that ensure vehicles stay on the road longer and run like new. With vision, creativity, and teamwork, we overcome difficulties in development, mass production, and quality. Take our Iridium spark plugs, one of Denso's world-first innovations with state-of-the-art material. Our engineers were challenged to be the pioneers of the world's thinnest 0.4mm central electrode and developed a new iridium alloy while considering a variety of issues. We combined innovative production processes, like a high-speed automated production line, to exactly position the iridium alloy chip on the electrode tip, and developed a new 360-degree laser welding method. All of our iridium spark plugs are manufactured under the same original equipment quality control and subjected to rigorous safety and performance tests to ensure their quality. More than 6 billion spark plugs have been made. They gained the trust of professionals and are used by major motorsports teams. Just like our extensive line of iridium plugs, and to meet the need of each region, all of our aftermarket products are designed for better fit and higher performance than most products in the market anywhere in the world. We are proud to support you in providing high-quality products that guarantee your customers' satisfaction and reinforce their trust in your service.
Blue is the heart that yearns to explore. Blue is the pull of the unknown. Blue is the fire that burns inside. Wake up your blue with our tires. Ignite your blue. Toyo Tires.
Hey Syukri, how was the ride? Best! Handling dia best. Dah rasa macam dalam kereta lumba.
Oh, awesome. Let's take the opportunity to introduce this car to our viewers.
Kereta ni nampak lebih sporty kan? Cuba tengok. Tapi sebenarnya, dia telah disuntik dengan DNA Toyota Gazoo Racing di dalam. Desain GR Sport pada bahagian bumper depan, grill dan aero kit membuatkan kereta ni nampak lebih agresif. Penggunaan lampu LED depan membuatkan dia kelihatan lebih sleek dan ditambah pula dengan daytime running light membuatkan kereta ni nampak lebih garang. Ia juga didatangkan dengan wing mirror dan door handle berwarna hitam bagi menyerlahkan lagi imej sporty pada kereta ini. Di bahagian belakangnya pula, kombinasi lampu LED yang kelihatan lebih sleek dan didatangkan pula dengan spoiler dan aero kit berwarna hitam, dan untuk menjadikan satu kereta sport yang lengkap, yang ini mahal. Emblem GR Sport diletakkan pada kereta ini untuk menyerlahkan lagi identiti kereta ini. Jadi, kini anda memiliki peluang untuk memiliki model kereta Toyota Gazoo Racing milik anda sendiri. Secara keseluruhan, untuk design language model Vios GR Sport ini lebih stylish dan lebih sporty. Malah saya berani kata, design model ini mirip dengan GR Yaris yang juga dibawa masuk oleh UMW Toyota.
The Vios GRS was envisioned to give you a fun-to-drive driving experience. To me, personally, the car actually has dual personality. So on your regular daily drive, you can enjoy a comfortable ride with upgraded safety features courtesy of Toyota Safety Sense. And if you decide to take it up a notch, it actually transforms itself into a refined version of the race car. Where the Vios GRS really shines is in its ride and handling. Wheels, tires, springs and dampers are all working as one, finely developed to provide you a sporty driving experience. I believe the Toyota engineers have went through great lengths to accomplish this. The Vios GRS comes equipped with beautifully designed in black accent 17-inch wheels, and it is actually wrapped with Toyota's Proxus TR1, which is equipped in all the TGR Vios Challenge cars.
The responsive 10-speed CVT transmission, now available in the new Vios GRS, provides you that fun factor while maximizing the potential of the engine. Another nice touch with the GRS is the pedal shifters, which replicate a gear shift and allows you to have manual control while firmly keeping your hands on the steering wheel.
Even though the Vios GRS gives you that experience of sporty driving, it does not compromise on comfort and safety.
Toyota Gazoo Racing has come a long way since 2007, building a strong brand presence within the motorsports community. The iconic GR logo is positioned in many prominent places in the car. You have the seats,
push start button and an MID, which greets you every time you start the car. I also like how the speedometer is decked out in red with red illumination. For me, the highlight of the GRS interior is the semi-bucket sport seats. They have great hip support to keep me in place when I'm maneuvering around the corners, but at the same time comfortable enough for long distance driving. You can now experience the new Vios GR Sport at selected Toyota showrooms. So book a test drive and experience it for yourself now. Check out for more details at the Toyota website.
It's all about the drive. Cuba sekali lagi boleh?
Last.
Toyota, all about the drive.